Okay. Hi everyone, I've just got it on the outdoors right this second. I'm just going to wait for everybody to come in and then I'll turn it around. Yes, you're in the right spot. All right, just make sure my chat is on. All messages. Okay. Okay. All right, guys, you're just having a look at the backyard just for a moment. Let me know, can you hear me? I'm just going to turn this one down a little. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I will turn this around in just a second. Okay, cool. Hey Michelle. Thanks so much. All right, I'll turn this around in just a second. I'm just organizing my space. Some people didn't get the link, so I want to make sure you're all here. And all good to go. Okay. Hey Michelle, how you going? Anakalia. Huh. I didn't know Anakalia was here today. Okay. All right, guys. I'm just going to turn this around in just a second. Hi, Elaine. Welcome. I'm just making sure that this is going. Okay. I just wasn't sure that. Oh, okay. Great. All right. No worries. Okay, so we're getting. I'm so excited as well. Hey, Kay. All right. I'm just going to turn this around. Hi, everyone. Good morning or good afternoon, early morning, wherever you are. We're just going to make sure everybody's here today, and hopefully you guys are ready. Oh, hi Dolores, early morning for you guys. There's a couple of people from Australia that are here, and I'm grateful for you all. Thanks, Kay. This is what I'm going to look like when I have white hair. There it is, folks. All right. Okay, I'm just getting my sage going. We will just, Blaine's here. Yeah. Blaine's here, that's good. Okay, 10 people. I don't think there's too many more coming, actually, to be honest. It's a small group today. But we will get there. I'm just lighting some sage. I hope you guys have got some crystals and things with you. I have some interesting meditations. Thanks, Anakalia. Yeah, I'm just surprised. I'm trying to find your email, actually. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. If you're here, you're meant to be here. All right. Okay, so we're just waiting for, I believe, probably about 4 or 5 more people, and then we will get started. I hope you guys are happy and well and enjoying your day. Oh, it's not. Oh, there it is. Okay, no worries. I was thinking, I don't remember your name coming through. Now I know. No problem. Excellent. All right, we've got some sage happening. So we have a lot that we're going to get through and a lot of time to talk. Yeah, that's cool. I know exactly what's going on now. A lot of time to talk. T-Rose, how are you going? a lot of time to get through all of our exercises, etc. We're also going to be doing a lot of work with our chakras today, and we've done the 20 chakras before, but we're going to be doing it again in a different sort of capacity. And I'll take you through bit by bit, and we will see as we go along. And I need to do my button up, obviously. Okay. All right. So how are you all? Hopefully this is finding you happy and well. Glad you can hear me. I will be putting the speaker on, well, not speaker, but my microphone on as we get into meditation, so you don't miss out on anything. I am burning my Palo Santo and my sage just to get started. So it's only getting on to 12 o'clock now. And as you know, sometimes with these things, some people find me late, and that's okay. Glad you have a decent time on a Saturday. Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to fit everybody's time schedules and my own, of course. Like, it's got to fit with me, it's got to fit with my husband, and it's got to fit with you. And there's a lot of people around the world. I know this is super early for those in Australia. So I really appreciate you guys tuning in this early. You may fall asleep with some of the meditations. All right, but I've just got to check that everybody's with me. Sometimes messages come in to my email last second. Okay, so I'll let you have a look just outside again for a moment while I just do this, because I think it's rude to... Okay. Melissa. Okay. All right. Okay, we have 9. We're looking for about 14, I think there is. Okay. Right. Okay, we got it. Okay, all good. Hello, Kathy. No worries. I'll turn yours around again. Okay, we'll say, all right. So we have Kathy, we have Michelle, we have Anakalia, we have Dolores. Can you guys let me know? You just put hi or something, just so I can mark off on my list who's here. Okay, so we got Michelle, Anakalia, Kathy, and then Corson, Blaine. Hey, Blaine, Elaine, and Blaine. I'm just making sure we got everybody here, because it's only showing 10 people. I don't want anyone missing out. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Lynn, yep, got you. Lynn. Maybe there's a couple of people that may not be coming right today, but have got the link anyway. But I'll give everybody about 10 minutes. So I hope that you're happy and well wherever you are, that you're ready for some dynamic changes today, that you've had a little bit of a rest, because some of the meditations that we're doing are going to be quite intense, of course, as you know. If you guys have been with me before, you know that these meditations, you'll actually experience things. And because we're working on our claircognizance, which is our clear knowing and our clear feeling, you're gonna get an influx of energy. So I want to make sure you guys have got crystals, or you've got something that will help you to ground yourself. Afterwards, we will have a couple of breaks today, because number one, because there's not so many people, and also number two, because there's going to be intense meditations and you're going to need a break. All right, but we're going to have fun, as we always do, and a lot of learning. All right, so some more people coming in. Let me know if you can hear me, because I don't have the microphone on right now, but I will as we go through. That's okay. Jada. Well, how do I know who you are. I know that it's normally a different name that I see. People might want pen and paper. Yeah. You will definitely need pen and paper today, or an iPad or something that you can type on, because I have a couple of little exercises for you guys to do where I'm going to need your input. All right, so great. The video's great. It's in HD, so it should be pretty good. Oh, there's all these different things here. Okay. All right, so I just want to make sure. Yeah, have a pen and paper, get yourself organized. I haven't actually started the webinar yet, but making sure we're all here. And then what I'll do is I will timestamp the beginning of this, because there's always a little bit at the beginning where we are trying to sort everything out. Not as bad as it was with the other program, because everyone was having trouble coming in and people were having trouble hearing me or seeing me or one or the other. And it was frustrating, but that's all finished now. Thank goodness. All right, so, okay, and everybody should have their PDFs. You should have all received your PDFs about 10 minutes ago, perhaps. Yeah, 10, 15 minutes ago. They should have come. Everybody should have everything. Finally found the chat. Fantastic. Chris, you're here? Okay, I was looking for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we have Chris. Okay. I'm trying not to start until everyone gets here. All right. Now, yeah, you came in. Awesome. And of course my husband's here as well, so he'll probably be added as a person. So there's still 4 people. All right. Okay, we'll just have to do the best we can. The other thing is that pretty soon coming up here, because I realize that a lot of people are going through a tight phase. There's only one PDF. I've got it all in one. But it got sent to your email. Double check all of that, because, I mean, you don't really need the PDF until later on. It's for your reference later on. But if you're the sort of person that likes to read along as you're listening, then go ahead. You can open it. Okay, great. Fantastic. Okay, so pretty much after this webinar, there'll be a different way of doing things. I'll probably be offering a lot of free webinars, etc. But I'm going to be offering larger courses, which are going to be on a different platform. And unfortunately with that, oh my God, there's Pilot. He just went past my window. Unfortunately, with this other platform, I'm not live on it. So it's just concentrated learning, and you learn at your own pace, etc. But I know that you guys want to learn about channeling and all that sort of stuff, and working with different angels and having concentrated lessons and assessments and all that sort of thing. So there's all different types of Reiki that I'm teaching as well, so that you can start practicing that also and do it in different ways. So trying to work out what's the best way to do things, because I understand that it's been really tough for a lot of people financially, and you know, I can tell that by the numbers as well, that it's been difficult, but we get there in the end. All right, so we have, okay, I think we got almost everybody. There's a couple of people that I haven't seen their name, but it may be that they're coming later on, which is fine. They may be looking at this at their own time. Okay, so just 1 second. Okay. All right, so 12 people, okay. Okay. All right. Okay, everybody. I can't see any extra messages coming in, so I'm thinking, all right, so I'm thinking that you've all got your information right now. Everybody's got their PDF. Okay, so 13, all right. Okay, we're getting there. I think we're almost all here. Okay, happy days. All right, so everybody's got all their information, etc. Yes. Sorry, it's always a little bit like this when we're first starting, people coming in and everybody sort of getting here on time, etc. can be hard sometimes. Chrissy's got hers. I love that. That's cool. Dolores. Okay. Oh, all right, here we go. Okay, I can see a couple of people now. So what's happened is there's been a group email to your whatever you paid with, and sometimes that's different to what you always use. So I think that's what's happened here for a couple of people. Okay. Bear with me, guys. We will get there. Okay. And PDFs. And so, Dolores, you're saying you didn't get it? Okay, so I'm thinking yours is the same thing that you gave me some different, I thought it was a different email address, but I'll try it. Okay. Okay, so let me get this. See, that's a different email than I normally see for you, Dolores. Yay, I'm in. Hey, Melissa. Okay, so I replied to your email, Dolores, which is, it's like got Bella@gmail. Is that the right one? Could you let me know? Hey, Courtney. Yours didn't send, so whatever you paid with, it didn't send to you. So Dolores, can you just give me your email address so I can send you the PDF? Okay. All right, so all good now. Courtney's got it, yay. Yes, I have 2 emails. Okay, so all right, can you just type in your email so I can make sure I've got the right one for you so you can get your PDF, Dolores? Because I've sent it to 2, but it doesn't seem like you've got it. I even replied to yours last night with the webinar link, and I sent it to that one again. So, Dolores. Yep, I sent it to that one. Okay, so let me do it again. Okay, Dolores, I've sent it to that one again that you got the link from, okay? So you've got, everybody should have the PDF. The PDF is a pain. I wish I never started PDFs. Okay. All right, I think we've got everybody. And also the link for, yep, I've sent it to her too. Okay. There's always a problem with PDFs. Everybody wants to have them right in front of them. And I want you to have them there as well, but it just sometimes you don't really need them. It's just a courtesy, really. But I get it. If I was doing a webinar, I want to read along as well. All right, guys. I think we've got everybody here. So I'm going to get ready to start. One final check. Everybody have their PDF now? Just let me know yes, 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 and then I can get going. Yep, yep. Michelle, yes, 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 yes. Melissa, yes. All right, yep. Okay. Great. Excellent. Thank you, guys. All right. So, if you don't have it, it's okay. Yes, I have the PDF, thank God. Yes. Okay, Dolores, that's what I was worried about. Perfect. All right. So, welcome everybody to the webinar for today, which is on claircognizance and clairsentience. I'm going to do my best to take you through a little bit of a journey and also talk with you different experiences that I've had with this. And this, it means a lot to me because this is exactly what I have. I have claircognizance and clairsentience. Obviously, those two things go together. And it was easier for me to have a clear knowing than it was to see anything. So a lot of people out there have trouble seeing things, you know, and experiencing. But today we are going to be disentangling and reconnecting a lot of different energy for each one of you in a different and unique way. And Kathy finally made it, right? So we're here in a unique way. And like I was saying to you, that this was something that was much easier for me, but however, I didn't realize that this was something that was a thing, you know? It was just something that I'll explain to you as we're going along. Okay, welcome Kathy. She made it. Better late than never. All right, so you should have your PDF in front of you and we can follow along if you like. All right, so the first thing is the introduction. All right. Okay, guys, so I'll get to the question and answer part just after this in just a moment, but I want to read this to you all as we're going along. So welcome to this brand new webinar designed to help you open naturally your own abilities, specifically your clear knowing, your claircognizance, and your clear feeling, which is your clairsentience. We'll be working with different angels and guides who will attune us to a new vibration and also expand our brain capacity. So yes, we're going to open up our brain more than the 10% that you've been always having your whole life. So if you ever wanted to get smarter and know more and be more confident in yourself, this is going to happen today. This is going to happen. So there will be some things that happen to you because of it, and I will explain that as we go along. So this is going to increase your knowledge and your inner strength and also help you accelerate your own abilities. We will be talking about your sensitivities, how to control and manage your healing and empathy levels. Because you shouldn't be taking on anyone else's stuff. And as an empath, I know that the mistake is that that's exactly what we do. However, you've got to be able to learn to maintain your own energy field. And this is going to work fantastically well for you as a healer. So as a healer, you need to really be in control of that energy. Otherwise, you're going to take every client home with you. And all of their family members that might have turned up, etc. So it's like going to the shop. I've brought someone home with me, you know. Okay. So we will be talking about your sensitivities, as I said, and using your feelings and connecting with with your knowing, you will become very powerful in your psychic work. So connecting with this energy, empowering yourself, getting really strong inside of yourself, you're going to end up super powerful as you move along in your journey. Of course, a number of declarations and activations will also help you have experience. So not just meditating, using these declarations, having activations, is your word is absolutely so powerful. And so you have to learn how to use that word in the right way in order for your abilities and your knowledge and your confidence and success in your life to actually expand. It's just amazing what can happen. So throughout my own journey, I did not realize until about 5 years after I started doing readings. So I started doing readings, as you know, if you know me already, when I was about 15. And then when I was about 20, around about that age, I started to realize that there was something else going on when I was doing the readings. So when I first started to get into readings, it was all about fortune telling and palm readings and doing the pendulum and doing the tea leaves and getting the tarot out and doing the cartomancy and doing the Lenormand and all the future divination that people kind of wanted. But there was this extra information that was coming out, right? I'll just blurt these things out. So it says here, I found out that I would blurt things out during a reading that I couldn't have known either through strange words, symbols, or sounds, and also memories of my clients. So I would be picking up on their memories, which was bizarre, right? And they would say, how do you know that? You know, be all freaked out. And it's like, well, isn't that what I'm here for? But it was, you know, it was strange for me. So in the beginning, I would get these sensations in my mind, like have this knowing of what to say or the message that was coming through or whatever. And I wouldn't say anything in case I was wrong or in case I upset them or whatever excuse I gave myself at the time. I was like, oh, I can't say that, you know, what if it's wrong? You know, you just, So anyway, I was going through all this with myself. So I soon learnt that we can always be in control of our psychic abilities. We need to talk with our team, and we will get our team moving forward for us soon, and learn to trust the symbols and sounds we receive as feelings or just a knowing. And today we're going to expand this knowledge as I take you through a series of exercises designed to enhance your journey and your abilities if you allow the changes and trust in the energy. So I really hope that you enjoy it, of course. Yeah, you know, there were some interesting things that I just wanted to say really quickly that happened over the years, that if I didn't say something, it was funny because I would have it in my mind, whatever it was, a symbol or a gift or something that the person was given, and I wouldn't say anything. And then at the end, the lady would say, oh, I was really hoping that such, you know, this would come through. And I'm like, it was there. So what? I used to second guess myself all the time. And so the first time that I sort of talked about anything and a memory that somebody had, etc. So, you know, I was even connecting into people's own memories, past lives, all that sort of stuff. I can see all that sort of stuff. When I'm on the phone with you, I can see all that stuff. It was something that I didn't know what it was before. And now I know exactly. Obviously, it's just my claircognizance coming in and also the clear feeling. But in one particular case, I was talking to a lady on the phone and I just kept getting this pink box. I could see this pink box with like a bow on the top of it, really old kind of a box. And I don't know why I was seeing it. And so I said to the lady, you know, I keep on seeing this pink box. I don't know if it means anything. I just need to put it out there. It's got this little bow on the top. And she was just like, oh my God, like freaked out because her father had given her this little box to put all of her bits and pieces in, like her memoirs, and nobody knew about it. So she's like, oh, it was like a validation. So it was a validation also for myself to be confident with the little things that I pick up along the way. And of course, only picking up those things with permission from my client, of course, because they're there having a reading with me or whatever it is, and not just picking up random things all the time. And I do know people that do that, like constantly looking at you and saying, oh, you've got this and you've got that and you've got all these things. And it's like, why are you tuning into me for, you know? So we don't want to be just tuning into somebody all the time, But when we get ourselves in that place of receiving, you know, that's going to be perfect. So that's obviously what we need to be. So your claircognizance is a sudden idea, thought, image, symbol, feeling, even a smell that just comes straight to you. And the idea is that you write down or you just pay attention to what those things are, because that's how your spiritual team are speaking with you, right? So just quickly, while I've got you here, before we even get started with our opening declarations and everything, so we're going to test this at the end of the session, so I better write that down. Right, at end, so I don't forget. All right, so just really quickly, I want you to just write down right now 2 things that just pop straight into your head about I don't know, the world today, or what's going on in your house today, or just 2 things that just pop straight into your head. And I want you to write that down. So this is before we've called everybody in. Just write down what your 2 things that you just feel in your mind, that comes straight into your mind. Just write them down. And at the end, when we've done all this clearing, you'll see there'll be a big difference. So it may be difficult for you. You don't have to tell me what those 2 things are, but it may be something that's on your mind or anyway, or just a thought that comes to you randomly. I just want you to write those down. Okay. All right. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to do is an opening declaration. So you've just quickly written those things down without even pondering on it for very long. It has to be straight away. Boom. What's your first thought about today? Bang. Okay. The first thing that we're going to do is open the session today with our opening declaration. And I really want you to repeat after me as we're going along. If you can do this out loud, that would be the best thing. If you have people around or whatever, then just repeat it in your mind. But the idea is that repeat it with fullness, with intention for what you want to get out of this session today. Okay? So I'm going to read it, and away we go. Okay. Just try not to cross your feet or your arms or anything like that as you're doing declarations. Okay. Repeat after me. As a sovereign being of light, I give permission for my light team, my higher self, source energy, and all parts of who I am as a soul to merge with me now. I create a pillar of strong light that connects through my feet and all lower chakras into the earth, expanding, and moves back up through my body, expanding through my auric field, and up through my upper chakras, and into the center of the universe, expanding and flowing. I am connected. I am grounded. I am supported. I am receiving wisdom and deeper knowledge. I am receiving clarity and opportunities. I hereby activate my abundance and spiritual destiny. I give permission for gentle expansion of my brain capacity and allowing this to flow over the coming days and weeks. I am grateful and filled with healing and understanding. It is sealed with love and light. It is done, and so it is. Okay, take a deep breath in and out. All right, just feeling yourself grounded and expanding. Feeling some tingling stuff going on. Okay. Okay, so I'll just ask you guys some questions. How are you feeling right now? How are you feeling, guys? I don't know if I can see the chat coming up. Should be. Oh, okay. Okay. Tingling, dizzy. Good. Good. Okay, here we go. All right. Excited. All right. So the reason that you may be feeling a little bit dizzy, okay? The reason you may be feeling different pressures, etc., is not because something is pressing down on you, but more because we've created a channel, sort of like a prism of light that is connecting very, very wide around you and underneath you, and also just getting rid of anything that's in your way. So what may be happening is healing energy, because you've accepted it, is beginning. And sometimes this can feel like pressure points when it's clearing, right? When it's clearing things, okay? Your head ache, that may be a stimulation because of the energy coming forward, the things that you've asked for, the way that we're going to be working today. There's going to be some pressure on your brain. This is going to happen because your pineal, your hypothalamus gland, so the pineal gland, the hypothalamus gland, the nerves behind your eyes, your third eye, obviously, and all the nervous system in the brain is igniting. It's starting to work already. Already, probably before you even came here, you've been probably feeling a little bit different in yourself, right? Because you were preparing for this today. So these kinds of things can happen as energy is shifting away. Suddenly you'll feel, oh, this is a bit strange. But we will get there as we go through. We're going to be activating, at the start here, we're going to be working with the 20 chakras. Some of you have done this with me before, way back when we, probably one of the first or second webinars. But I felt that this was important as well, to bring in Archangel Gabriel also to help with attunements. When we get the 20 chakras activated, we're going to need a break straight after that. So I'll feel free, guys, to ask me some questions before we get started on the 20 chakras, because we will have a break after this, so you can have some water and get yourself something to eat and be refreshed for the next part to begin as well. So if you have any questions now, before we move on, let me know. And sometimes I get some kind of, it takes a little bit of a while for some questions to come up. I don't know why, but it does. My eyes open a bit. Okay. So if you have any questions, just let me know before we get started into the next part. And then we'll be doing some angel work and some other meditations as well as we're going along. Okay. No, this is not something that you can really find anywhere. I mean, I'm sure I could probably get all these different colors and maybe make my own one up, but yeah, this is not something that we can find anywhere. But what I want you to do is I'm going to be talking about a color, and you only have to think about that color for an instant, just for a second, and it starts to work. We're going to go through 20 different chakra points. These are not all of the chakra points. There's even more than this. Yeah, you know where the 12 main ones are, and it just sort of extends from those. Yeah, there's actually way more than this. It would take forever to go through them all, but these 20 are very important on your journey. I want to get everybody in the best position that you can be in to receive these higher energies today. So when we do the 20 chakras, you're going to feel, some of you are going to feel a little bit woozy, tired, perhaps, because because maybe that's just how you're feeling or that's just how you're healing, but two, you may not have ever had these 20 chakras activated before. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to explain basically where the chakra is. I just want you to hold an intention of connecting with it. So you don't even have to see it or anything. Just say, I'm going to connect with it. It's just my intention to do so. And we will be thinking of a color, and then I'm going to say breathe in, and I'm going to use that color, and I'll use the word activate, breathe out. And we move straight on to the next one. There's no time to be sitting there wondering if you got that one right. We just keep on going, okay? Because there's a lot to get through. A lot of the times, anxiety in your body will come from especially the lower chakras, like right into the earth, etc., and also coming up to your chest, for example. So the chakra is right up to your chest. This is where a lot of people hold anxiety for different reasons. And this is going to be a course that I'm going to offer on anxiety and PTSD and traumatization, and where it sits in the body for you, and also the reasons why it's such a bother to you, and how this can affect you on every level of your life and continue to trigger until you catch it. So it's quite in depth actually. So these 20 chakra exercises that we're doing, I've given them to you at the very end of your PDF for you to do anytime you want to. But I'm also going to make a MP3 recording of the 20 chakras for all of you guys that are here doing the course, and possibly some of the other meditations in it, so that you can have them yourself as you go. Yeah, it does. Attunements are just that, attuning you to a higher frequency, whatever that you need, right? And you're not used to it. So it takes a while. And believe me, I think it was sometime last week, we did the declarations, before I went and did a channeling session on YouTube for all of you. We did the declarations and it affected me for days after as well. But yeah, I'll make these into some recordings. I've been doing a lot of recordings of meditations and it seems like you guys enjoy them. But yeah, this one in particular I need to give you, even if you didn't get any others, you need this one to do. Okay, so let's start with the 20 chakras. This does fully ground you. Believe me, we're letting go. So as we activate each chakra, it's balancing itself. Archangel Gabriel is going to be there to maintain these chakras once we set them up. You just ask for Gabriel to balance your chakras, and it's all of these 20 chakras that he does, or she, however you want to see Gabriel. Okay. Okay, so for this exercise, try to keep your feet on the ground if you can. If you're lying down, that's fine, as long as you can just visualize past your feet, because we're going to start about 3 feet below your actual feet, and that's going to be the Earth Star chakra. So we're going to focus on a color for a second, breathe in that color, and I will use the word activate. You can just repeat that in your mind after me, and breathe out. So we breathe in the color, activate, breathe out, and then we move on. All right, so it's pretty easy, and I'll explain a little bit about each chakra, just a tiny little bit, as we go along. Okay, the 20 chakras exercise, here we go. Close your eyes if you can. Obviously I'm going to be reading, so I've got my eyes open. First of all, we are grateful that Archangel Gabriel is standing in front of us. So we have our pillar of light around us, connecting us into the earth, opening our heart space, connecting us into the universe. And inside this space, we have our light team, we have source energy, and we have our higher self inside this space with us. So we hereby invite and give permission for the beautiful Archangel Gabriel, the angel of Annunciation, to move forward. And Gabriel really enjoys being involved on his own with different exercises. Many of you may not call on Gabriel for healing, but it's a very, very gentle energy that you will begin to feel. And Gabriel is going to be in charge of this chakra energy today. So whenever we say something, it is done. And we need to focus on that as our rule for our spiritual journey. And here we go with the Earth Star chakra, located about 3 feet or so below you, connecting you to the center of the earth. The color is reddish brown. Breathing in, reddish brown, and activates, breathe out. Done. The base chakra, located at the very bottom of your spine, grounding your physical body and ridding the body of anxiety stemming from childhood trauma. Is found here, the base of the spine. The color is bright red, like an apple. Breathe in bright red and activate. Breathe out. The sacral chakra, which is located just below the belly button. And you can put your hand over these spaces as we go along if you like. The color is orange. This is where you feel worthy or have had any sexual issues or reproductive issues. They may reside in this space. Think of a big bright orange. Breathe in. Breathe out. Activate. Okay, moving on. Core star chakra. This chakra resides between the rib cage and the belly button, slightly to the left. The color is a light yellow. Like the sun, light yellow. It brings activation of your healing grid and also activates you to the higher realms and physical healing. Think about the color light yellow. Breathe in light yellow and activate. Breathe out. Okay, moving on to the solar plexus, located under your rib cage. This is your confidence and personal power. This is also where people drain you of energy, right in your solar plexus. The color is bright yellow. Breathe in bright yellow and activate. Breathe out. Okay. The sacred heart chakra, located on top of the ribs. Okay. If you're a lady, it's just under your bra, on top of your ribs. Works with deeper emotions. Works with grief. We hold a lot of energy here when we are not letting grief out. This is why we get some bloating here too. This is also a reddish color, reddish pink. Think about the color reddish pink. Breathe in and activate. Breathe out. Okay. Move up into the center of your chest, into the heart chakra. It has 3 chambers. Green for healing, pink for unconditional love, blue for compassion and self-love. Our relationship cords are here in this place. Relationships to other people, family, friends and lovers are all connected here. And behind the heart space as well is going to be activated. So activating the 3 chambers, blue, green and pink. Breathe in and activate. Breathe out. Okay, moving on. The thymus chakra, it's between the chest and the throat, right up the top here. This is where your sense of worth resides. A lot of people have worthiness issues, especially when they compare themselves to other people all the time, or feel that they are being compared, or feel that they've never been good enough, or feel that they come in second best all the time, even though they put in all the effort. This can hurt. This is a greenish blue color, and Amazonite crystal works perfectly here. But we're going to think about the blue-green sea. Breathing in blue-green in this place. And activate, breathe out. Okay. If you can focus on breathing into that area and out from that area, as funny as it feels, it's going to work for you very well. The throat chakra, of course. This is where your life path resides, and also your belief systems. What is said, what you have said, as well as what you say and what has been said to you, the belief systems you have about yourself, and this is also connected to your life path, as we said. If this is blocked, you may not know where the heck you are going. So we want to clear this. We want to think about the color blue like the sky. Breathe in the blue. And activate, breathe out. Okay. The cerebellum chakra is at the bridge of your nose, connecting you to thoughts and feelings combined. It opens up the higher chakras. This is the gateway. This is a gateway point right between, on the bridge of your nose. This is not your third eye. This is the very top of your nose. It's kind of an interesting energy. Can hold a lot of stress in your face without even realizing it. And this is one of the release points. Cerebellum, the bridge of the nose, connected to thoughts and feelings. Opens up the higher chakras. The color is deep purple. Breathing in deep purple. And activate. And breathe out. Okay. The mind's eye between your eyebrows, your third eye. Opening to the memories and inner visions. It's also going to connect us with our pineal gland. It's also going to connect with the nerves behind your eye sockets to improve your eyesight. Okay? And your memories as well are located in here. We want to activate this even more today. So we're going to think of an indigo, which is kind of like a blue-purple color. Trust it. Breathe in. Blue-purple now. And activate. Breathe out. Notice where you are extremely, it's harder for you to breathe. In certain areas, that's where you were blocked off. Okay. The next one is the pineal gland, located in the center of your brain. And it works together with your third eye. So your pineal gland, if you were to put your finger between your eyebrows and above your ear, and imagine those lines meeting up in your brain, that's where your pineal gland is. We're just going to imagine this in the center of our brain. And it's a kind of a brownish white color. All right. So it also helps you with visions and also the past, knowledge. Okay, we're going to breathe in light, brown, whites. Breathe in. Activate the pineal gland. Breathe out. Okay, you may feel a tingling sensation above your ear where I was talking about, and in your head now. We're just going to have to go with it. Okay. Crown chakra is located right on top of our head, of course. This is your divine mind. Your connection to source and how strong or how weak that connection is. The color is pure white. And for this instance, it's pure white. Okay, so I want you to breathe in pure white. Breathe in. And activate the crown. Breathe out. Okay. The causal chakra is located above the crown. Slightly to the left. So not straight above, just slightly to the left. And it's like a yellowy pink color. It's another gateway to the female bloodlines and generations. This is your female energies, the mother's side of the family. Okay, so we're clearing this right now. So the causal chakra. Breathing in, yellowy pink. Breathe in. Activate the causal chakra. Breathe out. Okay. That one may feel a little strange for some of you guys. The soul star chakra is the silvery blue chakra to the right, slightly above, and to the right of the causal chakra. Connected with the gods and goddesses. Also, the male bloodlines, generations, issues, gifts, etc. We're clearing this today. Clearing these generational issues. We're going to breathe in a silver blue. Breathe in to the soul star chakra and activate. Breathe out. Okay. These are different. These are giving us a buzzing sensation. These are interesting. So the spirit chakra, located above the soul star chakra that we just did, kind of but more in the middle. And it's very bronze in color. Okay. It's connected to source. And this is a gateway to different galaxies as well when you focus on this chakra. Breathing in the bronze. Breathe in. Activate spirit chakra. Breathe out. Okay. The universal chakra is located high in the universe. It connects you to universal dragons, your own dragons, of course, and light beings connected to other planets to help assist you. Color is a silvery gold color, right up high in the universe. Breathing in silver gold. Breathe in now. Activate universal chakra. Breathe out. Okay. And even further than this, we have the galactic chakra high up into the galaxies. It's blue and black in color. It connects two different dimensions of time and space. This is the gateway in which all the different dimensional parts of who you are move down into your being from. We have to keep this clear. Okay. So it's blue and black. Breathing in blue and black. Activating the galactic chakra. And breathe out. The divine gateway. This is green and silver energy. And it opens up a portal or a gateway to other planets. You work with this galactic and divine gateway and the ultimate God's head gateway actually with me when we do our healing work together. The divine gateway, green and silver, gateway to other planets connected to you, of course. Breathing in silver green. Breathe in. And activate divine gateway. Breathe out. Okay. Finally, the ultimate God's head. The white crystal light energy. This brings transformations, channeling, source energy, and the deepest healing. So we are breathing in the ultimate God's head energy of white crystal light. Breathe in the white crystal light. Activate the ultimate God's head. Breathe out. Okay. And we thank Archangel Gabriel for being with us in those activations, keeping our channel of light completely clear, our whole body completely clear. We are connected now to a multitude of energies to help us as we move forward. This is not going to go anywhere. This is your direct connection to the divine in all of its parts and pieces. So it's very, very important to activate this at least once in your life as we're going through. So just enjoying that energy. I know that your head will be going, or maybe it's feeling like it's pounding a little bit or throbbing a little bit kind of thing. Just open your eyes when you're ready. You're probably going to feel the clearest you've felt in a really long time. And let me know how you're feeling, if you can, if you're with me. And as soon as we start doing all of this kind of work, I'm glowing, okay? That's what ends up happening. All right. Okay. Feeling you're vibrating. Yeah. It's interesting. It's powerful when we do it together like this, and remembering that there's a whole lot of us doing it together at the same time. It's even stronger. So notice in your body, extra wide open. Yeah. See, that happened to me as well, Courtney. Lots of energy in the head, third eye area. Yeah. Yeah, a light sort of that's your vibration. Warmth, excellent. Pulsating, yes, good. So vibrating, yes, lots of light in the head. Okay, it's good, it's good. You guys are good, you're doing great. So when we activate things that are very high up, yeah, don't you feel, whoa? When we're activating these vibrations that are high up, they've probably been closed off for many of you for some time. So yeah, my eyes, I feel wide awake. I was feeling tired this morning, but I feel wide awake now. And tingling in the legs also, sort of like aligned. Well, that's what we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be aligned. So that's what we've done. But notice you may feel pins and needles kind of feelings. You may feel goosebumps. You may feel that pulsing. You may feel your eyes are just wide awake. So that tells me that your third eye and your crown and in here, in this particular junction, that was asleep. And it was just shut down. So maybe you just, it's just how things were. You were just protecting yourself in that way or whatever it was. But now we're in this channel of light. All of this energy is in here. We've got all of these gateways completely open with lots of different support and the support structure through our body. So as we move on from here, this prism of light that we've connected ourselves with, everybody's going to be moving into, and I'll be introducing different angels to move into as we go through different meditations. So this is something for you to remember. Yeah, work it up. Yeah, good. Excellent. Sometimes people can feel super sleepy after this one. So I wasn't sure how you guys would all go with this particular exercise. But it's done the opposite effect. The first time I think we did it was, it's okay, Grizzy, it'll come. The first time that we did it with everybody on a seminar or webinar like this, a lot of people became really tired, all right? But your energy, we have to remember now, Archangel Gabriel is looking after these and balancing these a little bit for each one of us. You may have felt that it was harder to breathe in to certain sections than it was. It's okay, Chrissy, we'll get there. All right, just don't overthink it. Just say, okay, that's what I needed right now. I'm just tired, and that's cool. But as we move into these different energy areas, there was some resistance in some of them, I'm sure, for some of you. Like it was harder to breathe in, right? So make a note of those ones, because those are the ones and the energy that's around it that probably need the most inner work from you, right? So what's that? No connection? Are you all right? Is everybody, you can still see me, right? No. With this energy, okay. So with your chakras, okay, good. Someone said no connection. I'm like, no. With your chakras, once we've set them like this, we really don't have to do them again. Only if you really want to do you have to go through them, because we're setting it up so that Archangel Gabriel's monitoring them for us, making sure that they're balanced, right? But sometimes when we're working in trauma work, or we're working through pain, okay, cool. We're working through pain, or we're working through issues, or we're going through healing, you know, some of the energy can leak out of these spots, or these spots can start to become troublesome for you with regards to the organs that are involved with them. And then we need to be looking deeper at what emotions may be held into here. So that your chakras are there as a guide. It's almost like doctors will say that pain is a guide in your body to let you know, or to alert you when something's not quite right. Your chakra is not working quite right, or unbalanced, or you're not feeling too well, or you're feeling stuck somewhere. That's alerting you to something that's trapped. So although Archangel Gabriel is connecting all of our chakras and clearing them, etc., there's still some work that we need to do for ourselves. So I would recommend, I'm still going to make this recording for you so you can hear me taking you through. Because I know what it's like when you're trying to read something and close your eyes and read and close your eyes. It's like drives you crazy. So I will make this over the weekend for you guys. So you'll get it, the recording of it, because I know it's important. Okay. So next up, we're going to be working with these different archangels. There's 4 of them. And then we move into some other types of meditations, which are going to help with opening up our claircognizance, clear knowing, and clairsentience. All right. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to break ourselves. We'll have a good little break here for about 15 minutes. I will leave the video recording on, but I'll face it so you can see the outside. And so when it comes back to me, we know we're back on. So 15 minutes, so I don't know. What have we got? So probably like in at 25 past the hour, or if you guys can just come back in 15 minutes, you know what 15 minutes is. All right. And then we'll get back into the next round. We'll take another break after we've done the angel work and activations, and then we're going to move into working with Thoth, and that will be us sort of finishing things up. Okay. All right, I'll see you back here, everybody, in about 15 minutes. Grab something to drink and eat, pen and paper, all that sort of stuff, and I will see you back soon. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to turn this around. Okay, I'm just letting everybody know that I'm here. I'll just give you a couple of minutes. Just let me know if you're here. Okay. Husband's here. Awesome. And Akalia's here. Great. Sure. All right. Everybody's back in. Fantastic. Okay, cool. Okay, I think we're getting everybody back in. Hello. Cool. Let's make sure I'm up nice and loud. Okay. Yeah, still buzzing. I'm sure you guys are still buzzing. It's gonna clean this energy a bit. All right. Okay. All right, just sort of clearing the energy a little bit. Okay, Elaine. Hello to Sophia. Hope she's doing well. Okay. Because the next parts are going to be really important also for our meditation. Some of you will feel a little tired. Yeah, some of you will feel a little tired, okay? That's okay, that's quite normal. If you need to have a nap or whatever, you can. To me, it's kind of like just a peaceful energy that we're feeling. I know some people are here from Australia and you guys are up super early, so you may be feeling tired just from that and just from the activations. And you can always tell when the activations are coming in and the angels are coming in because Becky begins to glow. All right. So the one thing about this is that you've always got the link to go back, and I will timestamp it later. I will timestamp it and go through it and try to get to the meditations and things so that you've got it all there as well. So for future reference, when you're coming back to this particular class. Okay. I'm thinking we've got everybody back. It seems like, so hopefully you can still hear me. So we can move forward with our different archangels that are coming forward. And remembering that you're here with the intention of your clear knowing to be activated today. This is another reason why you may be feeling woozy or tired, because we're activating so many things. And with this, over the next 3 days is very important. You'll still be receiving. Good. Excellent. I'm glad, Anakalia. You'll still be receiving over the next 3 days. And also over the next couple of weeks, you will notice changes taking place, and you're going to have to pay attention to those things within yourself as we go along. And funny thing is that my husband and I, we just had our normal breakfast that we always have this morning, but something in it wasn't quite right, or something was funky. So we were both like, are we going to need to go to the toilet every 5 minutes or what? But we've been keeping it away so far, so that's good. Okay, so perhaps, I know, doing the doing the chakras are going to help to balance anything that was out of whack anyway. So it'll be good. All right. So the 4 angels. So hopefully we've got everybody here now. I think so. I know. So anything that's going on with you, don't worry. It will calm itself down. Ready? Okay. The 4 angels that I've chosen to work with us today are going to also be with us. As soon as I start talking about them, they're going to step into your pillar of light that we've created. We're in our space of spiritual security. We're in our place of extreme protection. I always want you to remember that you are in a place of receiving when you start to make those declarations out into the universe. So it doesn't go anywhere until we shut it down at the end. So we're still connected into the earth very deeply and up into our chakras, about 6 feet out, about 6 feet wide, all the way around, and all above us, huge column of light, and different doorways, etc. You're accessing today as well. So the first angel, Archangel Raziel, one of my favorite angels. Of course, all of the angels are, but these ones that I've chosen for today have their own special abilities that we need to attune with. So I'm going to read to you about Archangel Raziel first. Now, he's dark green in color, but he also comes in red as well, and also in white. So, you know, it can just depend on what you sense or what you feel. And he's been known to help clairvoyants and psychics, giving them mystical knowledge. He comes with red and white energy, as I said. He also wrote the book of Raziel, which did apparently contain all earthly and heavenly knowledge. So by having him come into our session today, he's coming in to activate this book of knowledge within our mind and just untangle a lot of energy as well. He's a very special and caring archangel who has a lot of deep knowledge. If you ask him, he'll share it with you. He gives you increased psychic awareness, will give you tasks that he would like carried out for the good of all. So basically, alongside Archangel Michael, of course, and the main archangels that we have around us, when I'm doing any work or asking, okay, what's the next topic that I need to do, or what's the next step in my own spiritual journey, he always gives me guidance. Okay, you need to do this, or this would be a good idea, or whatever. Or this is going to help, or this is going to help a lot of people. And sometimes, you know, when you guys are watching a video or something like that, you may be drawn to something in particular. And it could be that Archangel Raziel is the one sort of nudging you in that direction for your own knowledge and awareness. So any kind of dark green, red or purple stone, green aventurine, emeralds, opal even is really good. Cobalt blue is also a nice good one too. Red jasper, or just using your clear quartz or selenite, of course, is some ways in which you can also connect with Raziel. Raziel's energy is going to be quite to the point. He tells you like it is, like Archangel Michael does. It's like, no, you don't do that. No, he just tells you how it is, or where you're wasting time. And a lot of times we waste time like sitting on the fence, or not making a decision, or afraid to move forward, or what about this, and what if I do this and this doesn't happen, or oh, I can't do that now because it's going to affect this and this and this and this and this. And it's like, you know, you have to make decisions that are best for you, and then that way it helps everybody else that's in your sphere, right? And we have to learn to be able to, without being selfish, of course, or superior or whatever, put ourselves first, because this benefits everyone, especially yourself. So Raziel will very much encourage you to make decisions that you need to make in your life, regardless of what anybody else thinks, and supply the courage to do so. So I really, really invite you to speak with Raziel. Each of these angels I'm going to bring forward in our meditation, in the next meditation. Archangel Zadkiel, also an angel we don't hear of very often. Zadkiel is a sky blue color, light blue, has been known to help depressed people or afraid people. Also, Zadkiel is very helpful if you have anyone in your family suffering from some kind of abuse or nervous disorder, or recovering alcoholics, for example, anyone with addictions, or if you've had addictions in the past and you still have an addictive mind. And that can happen a lot. So someone might be addicted to drugs and then finally get off of drugs, but then find themselves addicted to something else, or have OCD. They've got to keep themselves busy all the time. And Zadkiel is an angel that can really help to balance this, and also help to balance those with children with sensitivities also, or children that have been born with disabilities in one way or another. Or even for yourself, if you've been born in that way. Maybe all of us are thinking we're born with some kind of disability, but you know what I mean. So this is also a teaching angel. Yeah, okay, so Zadkiel would be perfect to call in to help, because it helps the person, or the energy of the person, if they're accepting of help, of course, it helps them to feel calm so that they can process differently. So addictions come a lot from not only trauma that is unexpressed, but also self-hate is the biggest reason why a person would find themselves in an addictive pattern, is because they hate themselves for something, or they're angry with themselves, which is basically the same thing. And it's like, why should I care? Oh, well, one more drink won't hurt anything. You know, they talk themselves into a way of feeling better. However, as we know, especially with alcohol, that alcohol actually is a depressant in itself anyway. So although you may feel like you've got no cares in the world while you're having a drink, later it can bring your energy right down. So we're going to be expanding our knowledge and healing also parts of our brain today, as I explained before. So he's extremely helpful in making this process very gentle. He's also very brave. He brings with him much abundance on all levels. He is a throne archangel. So he sits right next to the presence of Almighty God. He's right there. So, I've got goosebumps when I'm saying that to you guys. He gives you increased abundance, victorious outcomes, justice and fairness. Works with Libra especially as well. The energy of Libra, which we're actually in right now, funnily enough. So any kind of light blue stone, like angel light, celestite, blue lace agate as well, or blue quartz, is also really helpful to connect with the energy of Zadkiel. He's a very, very wise, very, very amazing, gentle, as I said, kind teacher, and was behind a lot of the work that I've done in the past with Divine Miracles, obviously with all the articles, etc., helping me to teach in a way that's easy to understand. Because that's my job. My job is to help you guys understand complex information, but make it really easy as well. And believe me, I can go very, very advanced if we need to. But my personality likes to keep everything light and easy as well. Okay. Another one from my book, Angelic Guidance, is Archangel Raphaela. And Archangel Raphaela is a female counterpart to Archangel Raphael. So each angel has duality, can be male or female. That's why it's like, well, you may see Gabriel as a female, you may see Gabriel as a male. and each of them have their own energy individually as well as merged together, which is amazing. So we have Raphaela. Archangel Raphaela is instrumental at helping us with our DNA and restructuring our cells. So Raphaela can help you to appear younger as well, which we all want, right? Turn the hands of time back. You stop the biological clock, stop you from aging, but at the same time, help you to recognize what things are causing you to get older quicker. To have, wrinkles all of a sudden showing up or whatever. It's like Raphael can help you to understand where they've come from and that you don't have to accept it either. But there may be certain practices in your life that are causing this more to happen. She also recommends a tea called yerba mate, and it's usually a loose tea. I may be actually saying it wrong, but that's how I say it. And this tea you can drink, it's kind of like it just tastes like a normal, to me it just tastes kind of like a green tea, I guess you could say. Kind of a different flavor though, but that yerba mate tea has a lot of different minerals and things in it that are really helpful to us to help our cells, okay? So she works with anyone who asks her to. If you follow her inner guidance, she can lead you to the right books. Yeah, it's really good. Okay, right books, people, and ways of living to support your growth on every level. Most helpful as we're opening up our abilities, and capable of bringing forward abundance in different ways, unexpected ways. So we may just think, oh, well, this is how much I make and that's all I'm ever going to make. Open yourself up to the possibility of income coming from unknown areas. That's something I have to always remind myself when you're working for yourself and your business revolves on online stuff. It's, you've got to really have faith in this. A lot of people can't do it, because they're worried all the time and then they just quit and go back to a normal job. But you have to be open to abundant streams coming in unexpected ways. So her colors are green and gold. Yeah, it's awesome. And we'll be working with her every day. Her energy today. You can work with her every day if you want to. A beautiful, caring, and extremely powerful angel. I first connected her when I was writing my book, like I said, and later added her, my website, and later added her into the book, Angelic Guidance. Her energy is fun-loving and extremely understanding. And again, you're going to be attuned to her energy today. Working with Raphaela, I'm telling you now, your sense of humor will go through the roof. Yeah, I really like that tea as well. Actually, I haven't had any for a while. I used to use honey with it, but I don't eat honey anymore. Retin-A. You can use anything. Like for me, if people want to know what I use on my skin, at my age, etc., and my husband will tell you that every night I'm in the bathroom and I put all this oil stuff on my face, and I use oils. So you can use lavender, you can use lemon oil, you can use whatever you want, but oils are really good because they're going to sit in your skin while you're asleep. So the softer your skin is, the less likely you're going to get as many wrinkles. But you can work with Raphaela to help to boost your cells, because the secret to being young, or the secret to your youth when you used to look younger, etc., is because your cells were renewing themselves very, very quickly. So if you don't exfoliate or put a mask on your face a couple of times a week, or use gentle oils, no sulfates, all that sort of stuff, then your skin's going to be dry and it's going to wrinkle, right? So you have to think to yourself, okay, how am I going to remain youthful? You can't do it by abusing your body either, of course. Your mind has to be working in tandem with your body. And so saying nice things to yourself, as hard as it is, I get younger every day. That's one of my biggest ones. I get younger every day. I get younger every day. And, you know, at 45, I don't even have any gray hairs. And like, even though I put color and stuff in my hair, there's no gray hair there. I refuse to get it. Right? So, you know, you can be as young as you're feeling, but you have to be kind to yourself at the same time. So in other words, you can't use all these fantastic, you know, exfoliants and this, that, and the other. If you, yeah, rosehip oil is really nice too. If you're still beating yourself up all the time too, and saying horrible things about yourself, you know. So all of that has to change. And working with Rafaela, she will help you see your soul light shining. So she will able to see your soul light shining, and then you'll see yourself through a different lens, instead of always seeing yourself through what other people have told you your whole life or whatever. So it's very, very healing to empower yourself in this way, where you are not programming yourself continually through the words of what other people have said, or what you think they may say, or this person looks better than you, so it's easy for them because they're already like this. No, most people in themselves have very, very low self-esteem in one way or another. And especially women compare themselves to other women all the time, in case, oh, maybe we're supposed to look like this or look like that. So you've got to get comfortable in your own skin. And remember that everybody has a hang up, you know, about themselves somewhere, you know, or don't think that they, you know, are as attractive as you might think that they are, because they don't see themselves that way, you know. And I'm extremely like humble, you know. Yeah. Yeah. So like, I don't see myself how other people see me, but I'm getting better at it just in myself. Just being okay with who I am. Oh, did you see that orb, everybody? Oh my God. I'm wondering if my husband caught that. Just went past my shoulder here. Oh my God, then it just went up like that. So, right? So you may not, yeah. So that was cool. They're here. That was confirmation. We have to feel good in our own skin all the time. I know, twice. How cool. Yeah, Courtney. I love it. So the angels are coming close the more that I'm talking about them, you see. And that particular subject was important for each one of you that are listening. Even the boys. If there's any boy, if there's only my husband here, I think that's a boy. But, you know, even people think that guys have all the confidence in the world. It's not true. They still, you know, have doubts about themselves as well, right? So we've got to stop that stuff. Not rude. We've got to stop that stuff. And it takes time to reprogram your brain to stop bidding on yourself every 5 minutes, because that's all you've known. And that's cool. And that's an understanding the angels know that you have as well. But, yay, right? But just trust in yourself in this journey. You made your own face body lotion out of different oils as well. It's coconut oil, it's very cheap. Yeah, excellent. And another one, like with coconut oil and some brown coconut sugar, and mix it up in a container and wash your, like, use it on your body. Oh my gosh, it's fantastic. And for lightening your skin as well. And just don't do this all the time, maybe every third day, but get some lemon juice and dip a little one of those round pads of lemon juice into some brown sugar and scrub your face with it. And it will even all of your skin. You'll be glowing, and people will be like, oh wow, what you done to your skin? It's just so cheap. So simple, keeping it all simple. Yeah, it's really good. The lemon sort of acts as a bleach, you know, for your skin, but gently, obviously, of course. Because I've got all freckles, like you guys can't see them because I'm glowing, but I still have all freckles across my nose and across my face. But I kind of like the freckles, so I don't try to get rid of them as much now. All right. So that was Archangel Raphaela. Oh, that's cute. I think freckles are cute. My husband has freckles too. I love them. Okay. All right. So the next angel is Archangel Cassiel. Now you may know Archangel Cassiel if you've seen my YouTube video from a long time. Oh, excuse me, from a long time ago, working on your vision and your third eye. That was Archangel Cassiel. Again, he or she is a beautiful indigo. So indigo is like a dark purple blue color. Seeing if I've got something kind of similar to it. Not really. Okay. Or black as well you can use for Cassiel. Sort of purpley pink, that sort of fuchsia color also. And that's what the color is on her dress in the picture. So she's concerned with helping the earth and its inhabitants and bringing back the memories of who you really are. So this is why we wanted her as well. She's very good at helping with memory and emotions. She's sometimes known as the archangel who rides a dragon. Some of them I just had on my phone. Most of them are just from Google Images. So, and sometimes like an angel might come up and it's like, no, that's not that angel. And I'm just like, I'm just not going to use that as Archangel Michael or whatever, because that's not what I felt like it was. So, you know, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, just Google the images. She gives you relief from addictions and helps those who may be disabled in some way. So this is another healing angel coming forward. Very, very psychic though. Okay, she's going to help you to really have this clear cognizance and clear feeling working together. If you can trust that energy, you're going to be bang on with your work. Now, you don't always have to be correct with whatever comes out of your mouth. You have to remember that whatever you say was right for the time, and then it's up to the person whatever they're doing. So it was right for you to say whatever it is that you had to say at the time, right? As long as it's not nasty and all that sort of stuff. But if something just comes to you and you say it, it's always right. Whether the person listens to you or not, it's none of your business. It's like you have to make sure that you speak forward. And what will happen to you during this process is that the energy will just be there, where your boundaries will be up. You'll just be saying what you need to say. You'll be in your own power. You're not going to take any nonsense. And there's real strength in doing that. Many people are lacking it. Like many people, they just don't do it. And I was one of them. I was one of them that didn't say anything for a long time. Unless I was doing a reading with you and you've asked for it, I'm like, right, I'm going to do this thing. And that was when I was young and I felt comfortable in doing it. But any other time, I hardly ever spoke. All my friends, etc., would all speak and come to me for advice, but they all spoke over the top of me all the time. So I just gave up in trying to get a word in, you know. But Cassiel will help you just, no, hang on a minute, I was talking kind of energy. Like, no, just wait a second. You know, he's sort of like, he's like, whoa. And some people aren't going to like it, but too bad. If you're empowering yourself, they move on to an easier target, someone that they can't emotionally manipulate, right? Now, Cassiel helps to adjust our eyesight. Okay, if your eyesight is lacking, sometimes what happens with our actual physical eyesight is that our third eye is working more. So our third eye is working, we don't really need the other eyes, but we need them activating all together. And especially as you get older, they just get tired. And also we have to look at the computers and this and that all the time. We never used to do that when we were younger. I'm sure many of us are all in the same sort of age group here. So we didn't used to look at all this that we have to look at now. So our eyes are constantly straining. And this is another reason for obviously headaches, feeling out of whack, or all this stuff. So we have to activate our eyes. And as we decalcify our pineal gland and how our brain works with with the hypothalamus gland working, which is where your memory and all this is active, where we activate memories, through there. We need all that working in our favor and switched on. And we're going to be able to clearly open up our eyes clearly to see. Now, part of you, when we did the chakra right in the bridge of our nose here, that would have opened up a lot of you for your physical eyes, and also what's connected to your eyes is your kidneys and your liver, and all this is all around here as well. It's all connected. So I didn't get that last thing. Sorry, T-Rose. So yeah, it's like your face maps out all of your organs, kind of like your hands do and your feet do as well. So you can tell on a person's face what's going on with different organs in their body as well. And so we want to balance the whole thing. Okay. All right, so our psychic energy comes from Cassiel. She'll help us adjust our eyesight and third eye energy, as well as decalcify the pineal. Any kind of indigo black stone is useful when working with Cassiel. You could also use some, like I said, fuchsia, greens, purples, doesn't really matter. Jasper's got a lot of different colors with it that you can focus on. Strawberry tourmaline, say for example. I'm just looking at my crystals up on my shelf. Strawberry tourmaline's a really good one for your emotions also, to work with healing. Okay, everybody. So I'm just going to take any questions or anything about these angels while I get our next meditation ready to go. If you need to let me know what's what while I get the next thing going. Okay. All right, so there's some special words that I want to use when we're working with these angels. So I'm just looking for those, my PDFs right there. Okay, anyone got any questions about the angels? Let me have a look at these. Okay. All right. So here's some distant light codes. Okay. All right. So I don't think anyone really has any questions, so that's cool. Right. So after this next meditation, we are connecting with these particular angels again. And we're also going to be connecting with a lot of universal energies and enlightenment sequences and expansion sequences, all kinds of things to help our actual being connect and expand, and our brain to begin to expand as well. So we're going to be working with these 4 archangels. So we've got Raziel, Zadkiel, Raphaela, and Cassiel that are in your space right now as we speak. So these angels are already in that prism of energy that you've created. And each of them are going to be disentangling some energy that you may have. And at the same time, bringing in enlightenment sequences and enlightenment codes and transmissions, okay? So I will be talking about that and sort of counting down when the transmission is coming in. I will say something along the lines of activating the enlightenment sequences in 3, 2, 1, and the activation starts coming forward. And these are really, you don't really have to do anything. All you have to do is be open, surrendering to the energy. I'm going to take you through a meditation first to become one with the universe, and then while we're in that space, in that healing space, we're bringing in these different energies to expand our knowledge, wisdom, brain, and disentangle anything that's in our way, any person that's in our way, any old energy that's in our way, a whole lot of stuff. Love sequences are coming in, recalibrating the heart, empowerment sequences, clearing opposition to your strength, rescripting your life, etc. There's a few of them here that I'm doing with the angels, of course. So if you want to get yourself comfortable for this next meditation, it may be a little bit longer. Now, I'm just gonna get this ready. You guys get yourself comfortable real quick. Okay, so I just gotta make a note of the colors here that I'm doing. And also you'll be in a space of receiving messages from these particular angels. So they're going to have a message for you, okay? And that will also transmit. And as you know by now, when you're working with this energy and also with my teachings, etc., it's all about trust, of course, and having faith and not judging yourself, your answers, the things that are said to you. This is all about surrendering to the energy of the divine, letting go of any of your confusion, etc., and just allowing this most magnificent healing and connection to begin to move through your body, okay? And working with these angels as the Light Alliance, okay? All right, so can I get a yes if you guys are all ready to go? And then I'll get started. Cool. All right. All right. Okay, so when you're asking for help for somebody else, yes, you can ask these angels to work with your friends or family members, guardian angels, to get the message to them and help them, because it's up to the person always to give permission for any kind of help and healing. So we can visualize wellness, that doesn't do any harm. But we can't force anything on anyone. So just ask those angels and your guardian angels to connect with your friends or your family members, angels and guardian angels. I think that was for T Rose. And that will help, okay? All right, so here we go. I'm just going to sit like this for a moment while I do this particular exercise. Okay. So for this exercise, okay, cool. So for this exercise, we are connecting with, becoming one with the universe. And I just want you to listen to my voice as we go along. I'm actually going to put the microphone on for just a moment, real quick. Hopefully I don't mess anything up right now. Okay. All right, so I'll just move this. Now you should be still clear. All right. Okay. Okay, ready for the next activation here. So what we are doing is we are just going to relax. We are in our prism of light. And in your mind, just give permission to call on the energy of Archangel Raziel with his red energy. Archangel Zadkiel, thank you for being here with your blue energy. Archangel Raphaela with your green and gold energy, we thank you for being here with us. And Cassiel with your indigo color and energy, we thank you for being here. We are also calling upon source energy, the energy of Jesus Christ, the energy of our guides, our ancestors, our loved ones, the support of our animal guides as well, beautiful gods and goddesses that are here to help us, the dearest Mother God, also known as Asna, we ask you to be here with us, Mother Mary. We ask for Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion. We ask for light beings that are connected to us from different planes of existence, different planets. All those from the light, we invite you into our beautiful healing channel. And you are supported, you are protected, your energy is grounded. All of the 20 chakras are opened. And you can just relax, knowing that you are very safe and very protected. As we move through some different expansion sequences, etc. I want you to just imagine now, just for a moment, that you are in a very quiet and dark field at night. You're not afraid because the darkness around you creates a special mantle. You are not afraid because you are connected with all of your light team, all of your guides, all of your angels. Everybody who loves you is right by your side. And you're just sitting here in the darkness and you're wishing for an expansion. You're wanting enlightenment. You're wanting all of your abilities to awaken. You're wanting to feel strong and powerful and confident, successful. You don't want any worries or stresses or concerns or problems in your life. And you're just in a place of complete and total surrender. Up in the sky, in the distance, there's a beautiful dot of light like a small star. It's so tiny, you can see it behind your eyes. At first that you think it will disappear. It's almost as if someone has taken a pin and pierced through a velvet garment. I want you to just imagine, intend, or perceive this pinpoint of light, which is bluish silver in color. Just imagine that it's there, bluish silver in color. Have an intention of it. Looking at this bluish silver small dot of light. And the small dot starts to become larger. In a heartbeat, this ray of silver blue light shoots from the darkness, pierces through the night sky and presses warmly into your very being. All of a sudden, you are aware that there are millions of tiny lights, like fireflies, which begin to dot the night sky. You feel you are bombarded in the most wonderful way by these lights hitting different parts of you, like lasers that clean out darkness. All of these fireflies of light now seem to be dancing around you like fairies. Way off in the distance, you can hear the sound of the most unbelievable music. It's very soft at first, but it begins to roll toward you like a wave coming in. You can almost feel the sound eating up the molecules of space as it moves towards you. Every fiber in your being is now alert, and adrenaline is pumping, life-giving fluid to all parts of your body. Allow the healing fluid to move to all parts of your body. Anything that is uncomfortable, anything that you've had issues with, think of it for a moment and allow the fluid to move to all parts of your body. Relaxed, calm, just intending it. And in this moment, you know that you are in tune with the universe. It is not only a part of you, but you are a part of it. And the universe is aware of you because you have addressed it. All the sensations, emotions are poured down from it to you. Over all of this stands Source Energy and Mother God Energy watching from a distance. What is even more miraculous is that this great caretaker is watching the present, watching from the past, and watching from the future. You now have splinters of light that can shoot off your fingertips. And the light has also been infused inside your body. You have been given healing ability along with the rapture of being cemented with the light that came from and was created by Source. You are now standing in this field and you are illuminated. You shine like a silvery night, armored, protected, smiling, fervent, loyal, honorable, dedicated, constant, healing, responsible, strong, and with a beautiful sword glistening. Just for now, feel your foreverness. Feel your continuation. Feel your power. And in the name of Source and Mother God and Jesus, we ask that they attend to you on this day for healing, comfort, and sanctuary. And now that you are filled with beautiful light from the universe, touching every part of your being on the inside and on the outside, find yourself back where you are now, just relaxing, ready to receive the expansion sequences which upgrades your light energy in your body. And Archangel Raziel, in his red robes, is facing you now. And just welcome him. Say thank you for being here with me now. I accept the beautiful healing energy that you are bringing. And Archangel Raziel is upgrading your light quotient, your brain energy, your knowing, your awareness, and all of your abilities. And is transmitting this energy to you now in 3, 2, 1. Transmitting now. Allow. Just breathe. Receiving any messages he's giving you. Expanding your light. Accepting it and enter. Okay, we thank you, Archangel Raziel, and he steps to the side of you now, still transmitting energy. You still may feel this. And now we see the beautiful blue Archangel Zadkiel moving forward in front of you now with his enlightenment sequence, creating opportunities that are aligned with your path and plan, upgrading your healing capacities, upgrading your wisdom, knowledge, information that you need to follow through with, transmitting in 3, 2, 1 now. Breathe in, get ready to receive. Breathe out. You may receive a special message from Archangel Zadkiel. If so, he will give you this message now. Receive it into your heart, your mind, your soul. He also brings forward love, energy, recalibrating and activating your heart and being now. And just breathe and allow. Take whatever message you feel. And we give thanks to Archangel Zadkiel, and he moves to the side next to Raziel. And now coming forward in front of you is Archangel Raphaela with her beautiful green and gold energy, smiling at you now. She comes forward. She looks like a princess. And we give thanks to Raphaela for her beautiful healing energy, green and gold light that she's bringing to you now. Bringing light energy of re-scripting your life to be more aligned with your divinity and the choice to shine your light now. Transmissions coming in 3, 2, 1 now. Breathe in and allow. Allow healing to flow from her. Expanding the brain now in a way that suits you best. She gives you a message. She reaches out gold and green energy to you. Receive the message into your being. And breathe. And we thank beautiful Raphaela for her beautiful energy and lights. And she moves to the side. And now the sacred energy of Archangel Cassiel with her indigo blue energy. And some of you may see purple and fuchsia. Just allow her to move in front of you now. And she is realigning your path, optimizing your progression to mastery now, and optimizing and upgrading your energy for spiritual advancement now. In transmitting in 3, 2, 1, breathe in and receive. Just breathing gently, she pours in wisdom and knowledge, understanding, peace, calm energy, loving energy, upgrading, re-scripting, recentering. And she comes forward with a special message for you now. Just receive this message into your being. Know that you may also receive messages at a later time. Just receive now into your being, into your energy. And we give thanks to Archangel Cassiel. And the 4 angels, Raziel, Zadkiel, Raphaela, and Cassiel, make a circle around you now, holding hands. And they all work together to fuse this energy within your being, making it even more powerful. Be open to receiving a physical sensation now, allowing this physical sensation to move through your body so you know this is coming from the angels. Allow the physical sensation, just breathe through it as they attune, expand, Cleanse and clear anything that you do not need away from you immediately. Just allow this energy now and now these angels will remain with you. They will remain in your energy and space for you to call on whenever you need to. Your brain has been gently expanded in a way that is perfect for you. A connection with the universe has been made, and healing energy has been activated in your body, as well as your own healing capabilities for yourself and others. And just allow this energy to flow through 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Allow it through. And now these angels step back slightly, and you are coming back more into your physical awareness now. Just breathing, nice and relaxed. But bring yourself up now, all the way up, feeling absolutely marvelous with knowledge, inspiration, and healing. And I want you to write down the message from the red angel, the message from the blue angel, the green and gold one, and the indigo angel as you come up so you don't forget. Write those down. And when you're ready, if you want to share whatever experience you had, let me know. That'll be marvelous. Awesome, Michelle. And just remembering that as with anything that you do spiritually, it integrates in its own way for each one of you. So some will get it now, some will get it tonight, some of you will get it in the next 3 days. You're still in that cocoon of light over the next 3 days, which is perfect. And the colors are sometimes a way to gently activate your higher consciousness as well. The colors are the way of your brain starting and your circuits starting to work. Awesome. So your brain is doing stuff with all of those different sparks of colors and stuff as well. I mean, after all, we want to be able to retain knowledge, remember things. We want to be sharp for the rest of our life. Why not? So activating it in this way, it's beautiful. Write down your messages if you can. If there's an overall feeling from the whole message for you, what do you think the angels are saying to you? And write that down as well. Definitely feel energy in the brain, that's for sure. Okay. Any messages? Anyone got some messages to share? Or what do you think the angels were showing? Aw, husband, that's beautiful. With each angel, it's activated, so very bright. I love it. There you go, Kay. I mean, I have to tell you the truth, and that is that when I'm doing this with you, it's very hard. It's happening to me while I'm talking. So I'm trying to stay detached from the energy, but it's still happening because I'm one of these people that when I read something, I can see it in my own way. Like when you read a novel, you can see it all happening in your own way. Then you see the way that they've adapted the novel to TV and you're like, that's not how I saw it. So it's kind of happening to me at the same time. But that's beautiful, you guys. I know some of you might have even felt sleepy through that, just totally relaxed and connected as well. These are life-changing meditations. You know, these activations that we're doing, they're not just done and then, oh, that didn't work. They are working. And you will notice it over time. Some of you need that time to let it integrate into your being. So let me know what you felt the overall message was from the just the energy itself, or just from the experience itself. I did nap, woke up with Zadkiel, it's going to come all right. I saw pictures of the sky, bright sunlight, a castle at the end. The pastor figured a little. It went away. I kind of got the idea. So some of you, if you slept, don't worry, because that just means obviously that you needed to shut down your conscious mind. Eat more veggies and fish, exercise and study. Okay, Melissa, that's awesome. You like listening to those advices that you get, you know, other very things. Remember that we said that in the beginning, that you may receive information about what to eat, where to go, to best support you. And when we ignore that, that's when we're like, oh, well, nothing happened. You know, we have to listen to those things. Pumpkin by Raziel. The world bountiful came through from him, but that was it. Okay, don't worry, more will come. That's beautiful, Kay. Super sleepy. Chris, you needed it, and you know you have, you know, a lot that you need to recalibrate in yourself. So there's a lot of work. Raphaela healing like Cassiel will give message later. Good. The biggest thing is that even if you did fall asleep like Chris did, that's okay, because you're still going through all of the attunements. It's still happening. When I came back, my hands were tingling, a lot of light tunnel, riding on a light wave going into somewhere. Ooh, Courtney, that sounds cool. You also needed to know, and this was not something that I mentioned before we started, but you needed to know, like my husband said, just how supported you actually are, how loved you actually are. And many of you don't know that. You just don't know. And you need to know that God and Jesus and the angels and the universe are you and you are them. You're all connected. And sometimes we just need to be reminded of that great connection. You know? Oh, Courtney. So, you know, the beauty energy of, you know, and it's not just about physical beauty. It's just noticing beauty as well. And the reflection of you through other people. We're all a part of each other, you know? So what you see in someone is a reflection of you as well, you know? So you got to be careful. Like an enjoyment feeling. Oh, that's beautiful, Courtney. You needed that. All of you that have come today, I already know each and every one of you are exhausted. Each and every one of you have had enough. You've all been sick of it. There's division everywhere and there's all these judgments and you're trying to focus and it's super hard. You needed someone to help you to get to that space. And believe me, this is we've got one more to go, one more meditation to go with the energy of the god Thoth I will explain about him. He's also known as Tahuti, and obviously an Egyptian scribe, record keeper. So we need him for our brain as well. But we're going on a clairsentient journey with Toth, as well as a journey of a recalibration and healing as well. So that one's going to be interesting. But I wanted to find out, I mean, how do you guys feel? How do you feel inside of yourself now? So if I were to take you to the next part, do you need a break now? Or I felt like I was levitated, moving side to side. Very strong, powerful energy. Okay, cool. Remember that sometimes pain is something leaving. And because it's left, you feel, oh, wow, that feels strange. It's almost like using a muscle you haven't used before. All of a sudden, it starts to ache. So sometimes pain is good things, but remember that you can be in control of it too. So like, I don't get that, or that doesn't happen to me. It's just calibrating, that's all. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's changing your language also. So how do you guys feel? I mean, I have a little bit of talking to do, but how do you feel about moving on to the next section? Or do you need like 10 minutes or something? Just let me know. Kay wants to, let's go. I love it. People are feeling okay? All right. Of course, I'll do a little bit of talking first and explaining this next little thing and take you through this next journey. Okay, so most of you are okay to move through. You had an enormous amount of pain, and the first part and during the start of my upper back is gone now. Fantastic. You allowed the healing to flow through. Oh, I was going to ask you, I sort of added a few parts in. My cat came and fell asleep. I love that. The cat always feels the healing. I just wanted to ask you guys, I added a few bits and pieces as I was going in. One of the bits and pieces I added was healing, moving through your body like fluid. Okay, I'm just want to ask you guys, did you feel, you know, like a fluid, like a rush of energy? Did you feel the physical sensations? Oh, that's beautiful. Cats always know when there's healing energy around, especially. Okay, so you could feel the fluid sort of feeling through your body. Awesome. Okay, that's a good one. All right. Okay, the other one that I wanted to ask you was when I asked the angels to give you a physical sensation and you got like 3 waves of it, did you feel things through your body? Going through my whole body, more pronounced and traveling. Okay, you could feel the heart. Okay, so everything was calibrating. That's awesome. That's the kind of connection. Okay, perfect. All right. Okay. Left hand. All right, fantastic, Kathy. Perfect. That's what I wanted you to have. The whole body. Whoa. Like you can't, so you can think that you've made something up, and this is what I tell my clients as well. It's like, you know, you think you've made it up, you know, or whatever, but when you have a physical sensation, you can't just make something like that happen. I mean, I suppose you could if you thought about it long enough, but when it's instant like that and it's through your body, that's not you. You know, that's the energy happening to you. And so that's really, really powerful. And when you have a healing session with me or something personally, or on the phone, I always try to bring that through. Give you a physical sensation so you know that it's real, okay? And I did want to say that too, like any one of you that are here at these webinars, that, you know, you just contact me for a 10% off anything as well, okay? So if you want to get in contact with me for anything, you let me know first and I'll give you a code that you can use. Okay. It's going to take some time after we've finished the webinar today. Just go easy on yourself, okay? Go easy on yourself. Do whatever you feel like doing. Listen to your body though, because when you're getting rid of bad energy or something, you will get something like you get the stomach growling, and you'll get like, you might have to go to the toilet all of a sudden, or you may need a pee, like, you know, you just need to go, like it's urgent, or you may feel like you need to, okay, so you may feel like you need to say something, or, you know, Anakalia, that might be what it is for you, that you just need to, it's like you have this energy of a shift in this throat area because of your life path, like we said before with the 20 chakras. Your life path, the things that you say, the things that are said to you, it's like maybe there was an adjustment that was needed also. And also when you're channeling, sometimes when the angels are working through you, you can feel a heaviness in your throat area. It's like they've got something to say to you, and it comes into your throat section. So be aware of those things too. Okay, so I'm going to talk about, like, I'm super happy that each one of you have had this experience, and you will get another experience in the next one that we do too. And I'm going to be interested to see what comes through with that one. But I'm going to talk about clairsentience, and also the energy. I really wanted to bring in the energy of Thoth, the Egyptian god of record keeping, and he's a scribe. He's very intelligent, obviously, super smart, wrote the Emerald Tablets, and he needs to guide us into the next part of our journey. So we're going to bring him in, but I want to talk about clairsentience, your clear feeling first. As this is, okay, cool. As this is one of the first abilities that we have adapted since we were small and able to sense things. We could sense who the nice person and who was the nasty person. This is when we were babies. You know, there'd be certain people who are like, I don't want to go under the flame. I don't want to go with you. The other one was like, mwah, mwah. That's what my son Josh, I'm going to make my husband laugh, but when he wanted milk, he'd be like that. So I did that every night. It's like he was letting us know, oh, there's mum. It's funny. And so that was his sign. But kids know, right? If you went with your kids around to someone's house, they'd be like naughty as anything at certain people's houses and good as gold in others. I know, right? It's funny. That's cute. But yeah, we've had this clear feeling ever since we were little. We basically knew what we wanted, and we would cry on demand to get what we wanted. And certain cries, if you were a mum, you knew certain cries were certain things. Oh, okay, the dirty nappy. Okay, it's hungry. Okay, now it's just moaning. It's just just carrying on, you know, or just wants attention, or now they just want to be picked up and you're trying to do the vacuuming and all these different little stuff. So when you're little, and I've got a whistle going through my ear now. When you're little, you have your feelings and you just express your feelings, and somehow along the line we lose it. And now the Huskies do it to us. Exactly. They know exactly how to get what they want. Right? With all of their little antics. So we lose that somehow as we sort of socialize, etc. You know, we go into school and we've got to behave and we've got to do certain things. We can't carry on. There were some kids that did, and we all know that, and they just let their feelings out, you know, whatever, in front of the whole class. But anyway, we always had a sense of what's what. And there's jets flying across. Okay, they must know I'm doing this this today. Okay, so we could sense who the nice person who was nasty, and we let everybody know about it. We also instinctively knew which parent we connected to for different things. So like fun or play or nurturing or care, right? Or who's going to spank us, or who's the mean one, and who we can, exactly. Who's the mean one, and who we can go to get extra ice cream, or who we can ask, to watch something on TV late at night. That is a jet flying around outside. I'll just let it go past. We live right near an Air Force base, so this happens. But it also happens when I'm talking about something important. It's like they're like listening to me or something, I'm sure. Okay. So we have feelings all the time, and a lot of people struggle with their feelings of what is real, what is not. How can I tell whether this is real guidance or whether it's just me, right? Some of the most common problems we have with our abilities is wondering whether it's really coming from spirit or if it's just all your imagination. And this is why we must always be in a place of receiving. If you're just overthinking, right? If you're just overthinking, then you are not really tuning into anything other than stress. So if you're just like going like this all the time, that's not coming from spirit. That's you going around in circles trying to figure something out. Okay? So you need to get yourself into a place of receiving and protection, which is why we do I had art and work hard. Right. Okay. So we get ourselves in this place like we did at the beginning. We made our declarations known to the universe. This is what we're doing. This is what we want. This is what we're enhancing. This is what we're letting go of. This is what we're bringing in. Blah, blah, blah. Done. Right? In the space. So in order to make decisions and make ones that you're happy with, you must learn to get yourself into this place of receiving and protection. And then you can ask anything you want and you will receive the correct answers, even if you don't like them or understand them. So when you have true messages coming from spirit, there is no confusing energy. There's no doubt. There's no worries. There's no nervousness. It's just there. This is what we're trying to get to today. It should be simple, direct, and to the point. If it's a feeling in your stomach of nerves, it's your own stress causing it. And this is not from the divine. Any kind of tightness in your body, anything tensing up, shoulders, your jaw, all of this tense, it's negative. It's a direct response. It's a negative response. It's not good for you, in other words, right? If you feel peace and calm and happy and excited, it's a positive response or a yes, it's right for you energy. All right? So when your mind gets in the way and you make excuses for your feelings and you don't listen to your very first gut instinct, it's then you feel like you have been abandoned by spirit. You might say, why didn't they tell me? However, if you look back, you will find that you were warned, but you didn't listen. How many times have we done that, right, in our life, thinking, oh, well, I should have been told about this thing and this thing was going to happen and all that. And it's like, no, you had a feeling that you ignored. And it just gave you an experience, right? It gave you something that you had to go through. However, it may not have been something that you wanted to go through. And if you'd listened to your first instinct about the situation, then you wouldn't have had to go through that experience. But because you didn't, then the experience was there for you to have, right? So if you look back, you'll find you were warned, but you didn't listen. The energy of spirit does not tell us what to do anyways. It doesn't. It doesn't say you have to do this or you have to go in this direction or you have to do that. It only helps us to achieve our blueprint goals. Certain things you set up for yourself before you were born Spirit is going to help you achieve those goals if you listen. If we listen now or listen in 10 years, it's never wrong. It's part of the experience. So we can all see that we change our need for more experiences the more that we listen in the first place. If we don't understand, even if we don't understand it. So multiple times in my own life, obviously, I have ignored my gut feeling only to drag myself through experiences that I could have avoided if I listened. Usually when it comes to people, I always see the best in everyone, even people who are seriously damaged. Like, I'll be like, oh, I can help them. And so when I get those red flags, or I feel tightness, or I feel nervous, I would tell myself, it's okay, don't be so judgmental, they obviously need your help. So even though my body's like, no, screaming at me, I'm like, oh, no, I'm just being judgmental. I need to help that person. Okay? So there's nothing wrong with wanting to help. However, sometimes we need to understand that it's actually not our place, and to listen to our feelings as a warning that it's not a good fit. This happens sometimes as a healer, and with the work that I do, I want to just help everybody. If someone comes to me and says, oh, can you help me do this? I'm going to be like, yeah, sure. They've obviously been led here. Even if sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't think this is the right thing for me. So I have to determine whether I'm the right person for the clients or not, right? And sadly, the wanting to help everybody has overruled my gut instincts over the years. And I soon see why I was given a no from spirits. So as a professional, as a person that works with healing energy, or if you're about to get into it, there's some people that you just need to say, no, I don't think that I'm the right person for you, and maybe you need to go to this person, maybe have a suggestion for them or whatever. And you may not know why you have to do that, but it's actually not only a safeguard for yourself, but also for the person. And I've ignored this over the years and I've got myself in terrible situations where, the person is a lot more different, or not willing to change or whatever, and just drags and drags and drags and drags and drags. And so they're in a different level of awareness. And so even if they've been guided to me, maybe my job was to guide them to somebody else. It's hard when you want to help everybody. And anyone that's here that's listening is that kind of person. You just want to help everybody. But you also have to help yourself and your own energy and your own lessons and your own journey by saying no when you need to, without needing to come up with a reason. Your body is telling you, that's reason enough. And say no when you need to, put up boundaries when you have to as well, without feeling bad about it either. Because that whole guilt thing, that's ridiculous, where you can't even make a decision without feeling bad about your decision. That's when you know that there's some serious things that have happened to you that have caused you to blame yourself constantly. So you take on more than you need to, or you try to fix things more than you need to. So while it's awesome to want to help everybody and be the best that you can and have clear feeling and trust your instincts, you have to actually do that and save yourself these experiences and lessons and hard drudgery, and listen to it the first time, even if you don't understand it, right? And usually if you're not in a place of receiving and you're just picking some kind of information up, you got to take yourself away from it, pull the energy in, like we said. Okay, I'm now bringing in my angels, guides, loved ones, ancestors. I'm protected. All right. Now, what's the truth about this situation? So you don't just make a decision based on a feeling that's coming from not being in a place of receiving, or a feeling that might be coming from the person. They may be anxious and suddenly you're feeling anxious and you're like, oh no, I'm not going to work with you. May not be that, right? Bring yourself into that place of balance first, and then only then do you make any decisions or ask any questions, or decide what you're going to do with your energy. And this will work so much better for you. So We are working with the activations of our clairsentience, our feeling today, and the energy of Thoth, the Egyptian god of language, and so many other things. He's assisting us on our journey. So, Thoth, I'm going to just talk a little bit about him first, and then we'll do some questions, and then we'll go into the meditation. So the Egyptians see Thoth, or Tahuti, which is how I kind of know him, as the scribe of the gods, the one who keeps the records. He's also known in Atlantis as Tahuti, so that's how I know him so well. And the author of the Emerald Tablets, which holds all of the... I mean, if you read the Emerald Tablets with an open mind, you can figure out where everything is hidden on the planets, you know, as well as all the connections to all the stars and all the connections to all the planets and all connections to Earth and how it's all been set up. It's all there. It's just, it's sort of done in code, so it's kind of hard to understand. But anyway, he is sometimes a man with an ibis head, right? We know him like that, the big long thing. Or just an ibis itself, which actually represents the Nile River and the energy of teaching, right? Because if you ever see the ibis birds work, it's incredible how they do everything. It's amazing. So he has this energy with him. Now, this is interesting. To the Greeks, he's known as Hermes, the messenger, right? And the Romans as Mercury, again, the god of communication. Archangel Raphael is known as the messenger, god of communication, the healer. And his symbol is the caduceus, which is the staff with the entwined snakes and the wings. Cats are here asleep on my crystals. Oh, that's cute. Right? The staff of life. Double wings, 2 serpents. Okay? It's in the Hermetic oath, etc. It's usually in every hospital. You see this symbol. It's all about healing. It's all about Archangel Raphael. It's all about knowledge. It's all about wisdom. It's all about having the wisdom from the earth already here with us, with our healing. So there's nothing that we can't find in nature that will help us with our healing. It's already there. So anyway, he also helps us with knowledge and travel to worlds in the astral plane. He looks after your body. He looks after all of your spiritual work if you ask him. He's also, the way that I see him, is also one of the lords of karma. Very powerful. Okay, we'll get him in our presence and it's like, yeah, you're not going to mess around. He's not scary, it's just power, right? So in our meditation, we will work with him, who will take us on an astral journey, activating clairsentience, claircognizance, and expanding knowledge on every level. And we're doing the journey with Thoth meditation. So just while I'm getting that ready to go, let me know any questions or anything about this as we move into this new energy. Yes, that's a good tarot deck. Ready for this one? I like that. Cool. Anybody else have any questions about what we're doing? Yeah, we're excited? Okay. Now, where does he reside now? In the spirit realm? In the astral realms? Yes. However, he is always there. However, he can materialize. Now, this is the thing. In ancient Egypt, in ancient times, Atlantean times especially, all of the gods and goddesses used to walk around, and the angels, of course, used to walk around everybody, just walking around like we are, like people. And so you would see the differences in them, obviously. You could tell who was an angel, obviously. You could tell who were guides. You could tell they have this luminescence about them, but they used to walk around us all the time. Then what happened was with the fall of Atlantis and also Lemuria and different other energy places that aren't talked about, different other islands that are around, what happened after that was that the energy became different. So the people became different. So people were more afraid, and the fear created a shield that stopped everybody from seeing them walking around anymore. So because certain people had connected with Atlantis and in Egypt, for example, let's just talk about Egypt for now, because they had already connected with Atlantis and heard the stories and read the records, etc., they knew about these different gods and goddesses and angels and masters and all that sort of stuff. They knew their powerful energy, and they recreated this energy through temples and worship and people, and going into the pyramids themselves and raising their vibration to such a point that they could connect and even merge with those particular gods and goddesses. And different planetary energies came and helped them to recreate what was once there. However, this also became quite dangerous for many people as well, because wherever there's good energy and powerful energy, there's always going to be some kind of group out there that turns it all into negative energy or turns it against everybody. So the gods that we know of, Isis and Osiris and Horus and Thoth and Anubis and Set and Nephthys and all of these different gods and goddesses are real and were always real, and people could see them. However, they became less visible because of fear, and that's the thing that connects us now. So if you are afraid of what you're going to see at any point of your journey, then you're only going to be limited to seeing things in the astral realm, or maybe seeing things in a dream state, or maybe having glimpses of things throughout your life, because there's an indication of fear that perhaps is very long lasting, going right back into time where it first all happened, that everybody was terrified when there was a sinking and a flood. Can you imagine, right? So everything was fearful, and this generated a whole different energy, and that can happen to you now. So with Thoth and Isis and Horus and all of those energies, they can still become visible to us if we lose the fear completely, and it can happen. And so you'll get a taste of that while you're doing meditations, etc., because your physical eyes are closed. When your physical eyes are closed, it's natural for people to feel safe in that state. So then you feel okay to be able to see visuals. But soon, when you start to trust things and you start to develop an empowerment within yourself, you will actually see Thoth standing in front of you, Archangel Michael, all of them like that, because they are still able to do it at any time that they want to. She is the moon goddess on the astral plane, as well as here, one of them. So I think I've debunked a whole lot of myths here, but so many years of me being fascinated with Atlantis and Lemuria and the energy of that, and Egypt and Syrian energy, and all of the stars and astronomy, and how they used to see things back then, and past life stuff that you take people through. They continually talk about the same kind of things as well. You start to develop like, oh my God, this is how it was, and no books are going to tell you that. And the other thing about it is we are using the word Thoth or Tahuti. Let me tell you, that's not his name. That and Isis and all those gods and goddesses that have been written up, Sekhmet, Bastet, all of them, That's not their name at all. Because if they gave you their name, they would feel that they lose their power. And that's what it was back in the... That's what I was saying to you guys before. In ancient times, I guess because, Kathy, that's what their interest is in, you know. And seeing a 50-foot tall cat person, I know. But we could. And I have seen Archangel Michael in the weirdest places. And I've also seen Horus in some very strange places as well, like just there. And of course their symbology of actual animals, you know, of seeing different birds and seeing like the earth, air, fire, water kind of energy, of seeing those as symbolic of the gods and goddesses. But the god and goddesses that we know, the names that we use are not their names, I'm telling you, because language was very rarely used because they knew how powerful it was. That's why I'm always after you guys. Watch what you're saying. What's coming out of your mouth? What are you programming? Yeah, exactly. What are you programming when you say something? Because all the Egyptian gods and goddesses believed that your word created, like the word abracadabra. I create what I speak. That's what a word was, you know. Word was powerful. You didn't use it very often, and especially your name. If you were some powerful goddess, you're not going to give humankind your name so they could sit there doing things against you. It was not done. So Isis's name, she's known by 10,000 different names anyway. Thoth is not even Thoth or Tahuti. I feel it's close to Tahuti though, the energy of his real name. He's just laughing at me like, you're not going to get it. But one time I've sat there and I'm like, come on, just tell me. And they won't reveal it in its entirety. The other thing is that the way in which, say for example, if you were, I know this is so interesting right now, but if you were connected to Bastet, so we know Bast as, or Bastet as there's an orb, right? Because I'm talking about this, I'm getting all goosies. But if you were connected to Bast, so for example, the Egyptian goddess Bast, who's also connected to Sekhmet, the lion-headed goddess, the black cat energy kind of thing, then what would happen is in Egypt there would be initiates or people that are dedicated to Bast. And so they would have chosen certain people who were little girls in the beginning and dedicated their whole life to being dedicated to the energy of Bast. And so they would be chosen and they would be taken to a temple. They would go into the temple. There would be a huge statue of the cat goddess, you know, Bast, sitting there, like huge, amazing, huge, big thing. And I am telling you now, and I've got goosebumps all over my body, but these initiates are so dedicated to cleaning and, you know, making incense, making gifts, doing perfumes, all in honor of Bast, that Bast herself would walk amongst them and talk to them and teach them and love them and be with them, and that knowledge would continue on. So only certain people would become initiates and be a part of the temple work, whether it's Bast or Isis or Sekhmet or any of the numerous gods and goddesses. There would be a temple for each of them. And that's where the energy of that particular god or goddess would reveal itself in entirety to keep it going, to keep the knowledge going, to keep the power going, to teach about healing, to teach about right and wrong, to teach about justice and all of these things. And it's amazing. And if you're getting goosebumps, it's probably because you've been there yourself, right? So, I mean, I could write a book about this whole thing through my own knowledge and also expansion and also like seeing it, right? And being there. So, you know, like you can imagine this huge big statue of the cat goddess, Bastet, and then from behind it out comes the real, the real Bastet, you know, like it's amazing. and they would just honor that energy all the time. It was pure, you know. There was no marrying or having babies or anything. You were dedicated to that energy and that knowledge, and you wanted to be. You know, it was an honor to be chosen, like your family to them to come past to choose initiates was like, if your family was chosen, that was amazing, you know. So yeah, so the energy of this that we're working with Toth or Tahuti or whatever you want to call him, I'm going to call him Toth just to make it easy for the meditation, is super powerful. And when we do work with our soul star healing, which is an Egyptian type of healing, we bring all these energies in. Archangel Michael would be probably the best and the easiest for that. Gabriel as well, also fantastic for messages. There's also an angel called Lumiel and Hamied for miracles. And Lumiel helps you with technology as well. So if your TV doesn't work or something, Lumiel, can you just fix this? As well. So Archangel Michael or any of the angels that you feel comfortable with will be able to take you on journeys also back in time. It's just whether you trust it or not. But yeah, the fear for any of us is our main block to anything that we're trying to do. Because as I always say, we're all born with our abilities, and the energy of fear slowly comes into our life as we grow and gets darker and darker until we want to open up the doors again and discover ourselves again as we get up to a certain age, etc. So yeah, fear is the veil between you and your experience on any level, and I will stick by that. Okay. All right, so any other questions before we get started in this next one? And I'm glowing again. It's getting darker outside. Please write the book. Hey, Kay. Well, there's certain people that I know that are in this particular group today that are absolutely fantastic at going back into time and seeing things and being guided by things, etc. So I think I should, co-author a book with experiences from people that have gone back in time and seen things as well. Or people who find that it's easy to do that so that we can sort of do it. But yeah, a book about all of that is super powerful. It's probably going to be something that's squashed, something that people wouldn't like, or certain people, I guess, wouldn't like getting out there. It's probably another reason why I'm a rebel, so I'd probably just do it anyway. But yeah, if the information is there, if you, yeah, exactly. The information is there for anybody if you trust enough and have enough faith in what you're receiving. And, perhaps one of my courses will be on automatic writing to get, I know there's a ton of writers out there that just need to do it too. People that love, transcribing information and want to do it safely. So, automatic writing is the way. That's how I've done all of my work, and my notepads and my papers and all the stuff that I've got everywhere. I'm old school. Like, I use a pencil for everything, and I have that big indent in my finger because of it, where I should just type it up. Sometimes when you speak, it comes out in another language. You could be channeling that energy, but however, if it's just suddenly coming out of you, it's not a good practice. It's not coming from something that you've asked for, and it's, you need to again make sure that you are clearing out any energy that's not yours, and nothing can talk to you or give you information without your permission. Always remember that as well. So that should not be happening to you where all of a sudden you're just speaking out a different language. So make sure that you get yourself into the place of receiving. And then if you want that, you know, and you want to record it and press record on your recorder or something and try to figure out, it may be ancient Arabic or Hebrew kind of a language. And there's some other kind of language that's coming to mind. Very old. Anyway. Oh, wow. That's good, Chrissy. Awesome. Yeah, some people are just, you know, can do it with typing. I mean, your automatic writing can come in any way. Again, make sure you're in the channel. My brothers, both of my brothers were, appears to be as a beautiful angel. Well, if you're focusing on the devil coming into your experience, then you're bringing it in out of fear. But if you remember that you're supported, protected, that you've put all the places into being, you can't just bring a devil into your awareness. It's not going to be interested in the light anyway. It's going to be interested in something that's easy to take hold of. But you can't, you know, the energy of asking as well, are you from the light? Any kind of spirit has to answer that. And you have to say, if you said something like, in Jesus' name, are you from the light? You will get a yes or a no. If you get a no, then Jesus you've already called in anyway. He's going to take care of that energy away from you. What? I don't know, but always at the end of sentence is like far, far. I don't know what that means. Oh, you mean in that other language? Yeah. Just be careful, because when you're right. Okay, so that's excellent, Chrissy. So both of my brothers are like that. They're both, well, one of my brothers has passed away now, but both of them would write science fiction like crazy. Is everyone a being of light? Everybody has light within them, yes. However, there are people that are on the earth that are here in order to disrupt, you know, in order to disrupt as part of our learning as well, right? So we know that the people that agitate us, that's part of their job. Doesn't mean that they haven't got light within them. They just don't know it. There are other beings that are negative, fully negative, that, you know, maybe from other planets and all that sort of stuff. And if you're not focusing on fear and hate and anger and, you know, all negative emotions and lower stuff, if you're not looking at murdering people and animals, you know, all that sort of thing, they're not going to be worried about you, because love conquers fear every single time. And love energy directed at a dark energy will dispel it from you immediately. So yes, there is darkness out there, but it's only if you're the sort of person that's like into that will you bring it into your being. Right, like a nightmare, fighting to get the devil out of my house while dreaming. Oh, I didn't see that last bit. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I mean, when you're unprotected, okay, excellent. When you're unprotected and you're first learning about spirituality, you just start doing cards, or you just start playing around with a Ouija board or something, or you just start randomly hearing things in your head. So you're just telling people your light is switched on. And it's a portal. You're a portal of light, right? So lost souls or energies who haven't crossed over to the other side, or lower entities, etc., attachment energies that exist in the fourth level, in the astral level of our awareness. It does exist. There's light and darkness everywhere. Is going to play with you. It's going to trick you. It's going to make you feel like you're very, very powerful. It's going to make you feel like you're better than everybody else. It's going to make you feel like you're the savior of the world. And we've seen all that happen before in history. Negative energies are attracted to someone who's opening up their abilities, right? This is why it's super important with anything that you do that you first dedicate yourself to the light only. That only those beings from the light have permission, because you have to give permission as well. So, you know, in some ways, when people are just randomly doing stuff and learning about stuff, they are allowing negative energy to flow in because they're not saying they can't, right? They're not giving their boundaries. They're not strong in themselves, right? So that's probably why they're reaching for all of these things. So they're already in a weakened state, and then they're trying to get help, but they're in a desperate state. Negative energy is attracted to all of that sort of stuff. So, you know, if you know that you're protecting yourself, if you know that you have the angels around you, and you reinforce your own permanent protection all the time, you're just reinforcing it. Anyone who tries to send you negative psychic energy is wasting their time, because it gets sent straight back to them. So a lot of people send me negative energy when I'm doing my videos, or they're jealous, or they're upset, or they had a bad day, or whatever. And there I am, happy and all that. And they're like, oh, whatever lower energy it is, it's an attack. But however, if I sat there thinking, oh, I'm getting attacked from everywhere, so I'm going to stop what I'm doing, then that wins. I have to remember that I am protected all the time. Before I start a video, before I start my day, before I go to sleep, that I am just protected. That I've put it into my wording that anything dark or negative of any kind cannot exist anywhere around me. Therefore, I'm comforted in the fact that anything that I'm receiving after being in a place of receiving is positive. Otherwise, you're going to be scared of every little thing, and that's exactly what stops your abilities. That's exactly what stops your growth. That's exactly what stops you being strong and confident and powerful in your own way. Yeah, I don't do a meditation as in closing my eyes and listening to guidance, but I set up declarations for myself every single day. It's second nature. It's what I do. Look, I'll show you something. These are all going to be written into a book. But what I do, okay, what I do is I get these little index cards from Walmart. You can get these. Like, there's hundreds. See how fat that is? Those are things that I've written down when I felt something. Okay, I want to get rid of any past life karma directly related to money, business, prosperity, abundance, reversing anything. I make all of these declarations. I'm going to write them up into an A to Z book of declarations that you can go through, and just make your declarations. That's a form of meditation, because you're clearly stating to the universe exactly what you will and what you will not accept. Bottom line, that's how it is, and so it is, and it's done, and we forget about it. It's that simple. So yeah, I write these declarations. I do my meditations. I write meditations for you, and I do them at the same time as well. And I do my gratitude also. But we have to remember that energy. We have to remember that we're actually very, very powerful, and the dark side does not want you to believe it. Okay? And it really doesn't. It wants you to doubt yourself, so that you don't use your God-given power, all right, in your life, and that you don't change your life, because, you know, they would have such a great field day with these powerful beings, succumbing to the negative energy and believing in it. Aren't we great? Well, that's not going to happen when you're working with me. I will help you to get strong. Then the rest is up to you. But, you know, seriously, you should, you know, you can either focus on devils and darkness like they do in religion. It's focused completely on devils and darkness. Or you can just focus on the light, and nothing else but the light. That's it. Candle work? Yes, because it's an intention. I'm lighting this candle. This candle is going to be for new beginnings, or this candle is going to be for this angel or that angel. But lighting a candle for, oh, this is going to make someone pay for their negative crap that they've sent me. No, that's not going to work, because it's not up to you to judge or punish anybody, So people with their spell work and their witchery and all of the stuff that they try to do with their rituals bounce straight off of me right back to them. I've got mirrors up around me. So, that's how I do it as well, as I place mirrors around me. Anything is reflected back to the person, back to the person, back to the person. It just keeps on going. So, so yes, use candles for good intentions. But if you think that you're going to, it's like swallowing poison and expecting the other person to die when you're doing that kind of stuff. But yes, of course, the practice of lighting candles, in churches they do it. They have all the candles. They have all the, lighting candles for people who they are grateful for, and also loved ones, etc. That's beautiful. Yeah, right. But I know that there's people that do candle rituals against others. I love all the aspects of religions and beliefs, right? The positive aspects. Yeah, we're going to do the Thoth meditation now. Sorry, I'm just getting out of all these questions. Okay. So anyway, we can talk more about that. But yes, we will do the Thoth meditation now to close everything off. Perfect. Okay. All right, everybody. So we'll just clear all that energy away. Okay. So we're doing an alchemy and initiation with the journey with Thoth. Okay. So all you need to do is just close your eyes right now. Focus on getting comfortable. And you're going to be in the presence of Thoth. And once we've connected with him, there's a journey that's going to begin. So close your eyes, relax, breathe deeply. Inhaling through the small of your back, filling your belly. And exhale through your tailbone into the earth. Inhale through the small of your back. Fill your belly and exhale through the tailbone into the earth. Deep your connection to earth. Grounding and centering yourself in preparation for your travels into realms beyond space, beyond time. Place your hands on your lap, with your hands, palms facing up to receive the gift that is coming to you now. It is a purple black egg with gold specks all over it. This purple black egg with golden specks all over it. And it descends from above to rest gently in the palms of your hands. And notice its size, its weight, its substance. So use your intention here. This is an etheric egg, an egg of creation. Feel the weight. Just feel the feel of it, its substance, its size. How big is it to you? And when you are sure of its presence, draw the egg into your abdomen as though your abdomen is a womb waiting to receive and nurture the egg that you have been given. Place your hand over your belly just to feel the warmth there now. Focus your attention on your heart center, right in the center of your chest. And just draw your focus within your heart now to find the flame of life that you can see burning within. The flame of life that you can see burning within. As you focus on your inner heart flame, just begin imagining that you are directing love to make it grow. And feel as the radiant warmth and light from your own heart flame spreads to illuminate your entire being. Feel the warmth running through your entire being. Bring your attention to the top of your head. Imagine now a crown is placed gently there around your crown chakra, around the top of your head. Notice what it looks like, how it feels. Notice what the crown is made of. This crown marks the empowerment you are receiving at this time. And provides the portal through which your conscious travels out of and back into your body. This is your portal. Look once more to see and feel the egg that has been gestating within the womb of your being. Its outer shell is absorbed into your abdominal walls, revealing the golden cauldron within you. This golden cauldron or fire is the source of all life, of all wisdom. Feel as it expands to fill your entire abdomen. Imagine stirring the waters of life in your cauldron of fire. As you imagine yourself stirring these waters, there is a sound that is generated, like the tone of a Tibetan singing bell or a crystal goblet. The frequency and vibration of gold resonates throughout your entire being. Just tune into that sound now. As you continue to stir the contents of your cauldron of fire, the waters begin to rise. The waters are uplifted until they come into contact with the flame in your heart. And there will be a bubbling and crackling as the water hits the fire and converts its energy into steam. And the steam begins to rise inside of your body. And it opens the passageway in your throat, which is the doorway into the shamanic realms. And it begins to fill into your head. And let yourself rise up with the steam, up towards the crown on your head. Just imagine yourself lifting up, 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 passageway. Let the consciousness rise with the steam. Let it merge with the steam in your head. Focus all of your attention and all of your consciousness within the steam, becoming a part of it. And as the pressure builds, the steam will lift your consciousness right up out of your body, through your crown, moving up out of your body now through your crown. Just imagine it so. And when you have passed up out through your crown, look to your left and you will see Thoth, the being who is your guide and guardian for your journeys in the astral realms. And greet this being with respect. You will feel the power of Thoth, his huge energy, his kindness, his loving understanding. Look now into his eyes. Just let yourself experience a sense of connection with Thoth in whatever form it naturally takes. And Thoth queries, "Why are you here?" You may feel your heart and mind opening as questions and thoughts that you have had for a long time begin rising to the surface. You may be surprised at the depth of emotion that you feel as your questions and answers formulate. Pay attention to the responses you receive from Thoth. They may be physical sensations. You may hear words. He may speak to you on an inner level, or he may show you things. I will give you a moment now to receive from Thoth what you need to receive today. If you have questions, ask them for Thoth. And as he is speaking with you and showing you things, you start to notice that you are moving forward. And just up ahead, you can see a beautiful sandstone pyramid that you are now going to sit in with Thoth. He shows you how easy it is to use your mind to move through time and space. Imagine yourself now holding out your hands to receive a gift from Thoth. Puts it in your hands now. Feel it. You know what it is straight away. It's a gift just for you. You're finding yourself in this pyramid now, and you lie down, and underneath you is an orange crystal bed. Just lay down on this orange crystal bed. Just relax. And the magic of Thoth begins. He is now adjusting karmic energy, pulling it away from you. Just breathe gently. Giving you your own special attunements. Take notice of the colors that you see, the feelings that you feel, and sensation in your body. Trust it. And relax, breathe. Thoth stands next to you now and will give you a special message, a transmission just for you. In 3, 2, 1, now. Let it flow. Take whatever it is that you're receiving. Express your gratitude. Okay. Simply thank Thoth for his help and support. And know that you have been activated in very, very different ways. He brings you back out of the pyramid now, assisting you back into your ordinary consciousness through the doorway that is your crown. Feel yourself descend. Just grounding yourself and centering yourself into your physical body. Taking deep breaths in and out. Inhaling through the small of your back and exhale through your tailbone into the earth. Make sure that you are centered. And you're coming up, up, up now into awareness, feeling marvelous, feeling wide awake. Okay. Now everybody, just when you're ready, just to finish things off, I want to hear about your experience. Some of you may experience more later, as we've already suggested, but this is your first connection in a real way with Thoth in this way. And we will be doing more of these as we go along with our Egyptian energies as well. And just tell me what you felt or experienced as you did that cauldron exercise. Hopefully you guys can still hear me after all this time. Oh, wow. Courtney, that's cool. How awesome is that? Something like that. That's the it's hard to explain when they're doing all that energy work. That's perfect. I get it. Perfect. I love that. told me not to be so hard on myself and that I'm constantly pushing myself physically with hardware and devices inside me from our failed medical practices. Yeah, exactly. You really are. We really need that hardware to take out of you. Did you find it easy to connect in that way? Going out through your crown? Not what happened to me. Was given a sword and told the world needs my light. Definitely, Emma. Who stands, but he gave me a sponge. Fantastic. Cane thing, not the yank. Okay. Yep. The crook. He said I can come to him anytime and we will do it again. I love it. Oh, Chris, with a journal. His healing attunements will allow me to find my soul families. Oh, that's beautiful, Chris. You guys. Oh, look at you guys go. I wasn't sure about that one. Almost falling asleep, but he gave me a kind of blood works like D8. Okay. Beautiful. Heavy crystal ball for clarity on your pathway forward. See, don't forget these guys. You may want to come back this and experience this longer. So what I might do for you all is record the Thoth meditation and give longer pauses as well. I then saw a picture of red heat on the left and on the right. Saw a drawing in black and white of Thoth coloured. Oh, I love that too. Dolores, don't have to worry about the future. I will be taken care of. I love that. And, he's pretty well straight to the point. But I've just got goosebumps all over my body with you guys. You guys really having that amazing connection with him is going to change your life. Yeah, he does. He's very sweet. But for us, the crown made of spines like Jesus, got lots of energy and movements. I love it. Said that you're loved. You really are. Red stones and diamonds and emeralds. Oh, fancy, Kathy. Big happy Buddha. Reconnect me with a powerful inner child. I love it, Melissa. Hand-carved knife. Wow. He's super tall. It's like, what? It's like, it's not so much that you're scared. It's just like, oh, here he is. Oh my God, he's actually there. But he knew we were going to do this today. So they're very, very helpful with our journey. And I don't believe that people that work with Thoth, etc., and Isis, etc., for dark are actually really working with them. I don't believe that they would actually do that at all, knowing the demise that happened because of it. Immediately, like he was waiting. Yeah, he was. He's waiting for me to shut up like usual. Archangel Michael's like, oh my God, she's still going. But, I have to explain what I feel like I need to explain as well. And that's just me trying to make sure you guys understand it in an easy way. So I guess the homework for this is write down what you felt your connections were with your angels, with Thoth himself, of course, as well. And remember in the beginning, I asked you, what did you think? There's a couple of things about the world, I guess, and about home. What was the message that you were getting, what you were getting? And for the last little bit here, write down now what you feel the messages are. They may be the same, they may be more elaborate, but they may just come very quickly into your mind. And you can do that at any time you want to, but it's interesting how quickly you will receive now, because we've attuned to this energy. I love that. For some reason, I got told to use the word orange. I would never even think about orange as being a crystal bed, but it was a calming sensation. And also because we're working on our feeling in our stomach and our sacral area and our, all of those areas, orange is a good color to help release. And it's also the color of knowledge as well and wisdom. Okay. Now, just to finish everything off, once again, I'm so grateful for each and every one of you for being here and being here this long. I am going to do a closing declaration with you all now to finish off. And of course, I have made some notes about some different meditations that I want to give you So I will make these meditations over the weekend, beginning of the week, to send for you all, and then you can experience these whenever you want to. And the 20 chakras as well is really important, and the Toth one, and the one where we connect with the universe as well. I'm just making a note for myself. Okay. So let's close it off now. Finish off the thing. I know you guys didn't get a second break, so you're going to need the pee and all that stuff. So as soon as I put the egg in my abdomen, it started gurgling. I love it. It started boiling already. That's awesome. Closing declaration. Okay, just repeat after me. As a sovereign being of light, I am grateful for my connections today. I understand things take time to integrate with me, but what I have felt is true. And I'm open to the changes and opportunities that will now come forward because of my own knowledge, awareness, and healing energy that's here for me now, with more to come. I'm grateful for receiving even more upgrades and healing attunements in the coming weeks. I hereby close the energy circle now with love and light. It is sealed. It is done. And so it is. Okay. Everybody, thank you so much for being here with me on the journey, of course. I hope that you guys all enjoyed the messages, of course, that came through for you in this particular webinar in itself. Remember that you can come back to it as many times as you like. And that's another thing, is I'll try to work on the timestamps for when I come into certain things as well. And you're very welcome, Kay. And I really look forward to speaking to you again soon. And you, Michelle, all of you. Thank you, everybody, for coming. I know some people had to go, so I appreciate each one of you for sticking it out to the end. So a simple declaration like that to close off your energy is perfect. Thank you very much. And yeah, of course, thank you to my husband for hanging in there with all the girls. Yeah, thank you so much, Courtney and Chrissy and Blaine. I love it. Emma was here too. I didn't see you before. Kathy, of course. Melissa, coming all the way from Australia. And Dolores as well. Both of you guys from Australia. Thank you so much. T-Rose, which is Lynn. Thank you so much for being here. Each and every single one of you. Yeah, Emma snuck in. You know, she's a quiet little achiever. But and Akalia, thank you so much. So good to have you all. Lots and lots and lots of love to every single one. Kathy as well, fantastic. Well, there's a few other psychic abilities that I've done, but yeah, we will extend a lot of these as well. It may take a little bit of time for you to, yeah, I always know where you are, Emma. A little bit of time for things to sink in, you know, as well. So just give yourself some patience. What else? Yeah, you guys were awesome. And thank you once again. I'm going to go for now. Peace and blessings to every single one of you. Hope you have some amazing experiences. That brain expansion thing, remember, you may feel some strange sensations. Drink plenty of water. now that you've had these activations and attunements. Lots of blessings and love to every single one of you. See you on the next show, and bye for now. Bye.